See, going live. Come on, YouTube. You're live. All right, so here we are. Welcome back to We Play Games. I'm Walker, and here we are in Age of Wonders 4 with the conclusion of this campaign. So we've talked to everybody, and everyone kind of agrees that whoever wins this fight here between me and WinSlaya is going to be the victor in this campaign. So we can put away our Perfectionist Artisans, Dark Knights, once and for all. But we are going to be fighting WinSlaya here for like grand supremacy in the swamps. Like we talked about it, I think it's most fair for us to be fighting in his swamps.
Wish I could force out one more warden. That'd be kind of cool. All right, checking that my heroes that need to be where they need to be.
Maya, can you hear WinSlaya? Because he is talking a little bit, and I want to make sure that I didn't miss something in Discord. But yeah, we are setting things up here for us to fight WinSlaya, and then we will see how we go.
I think you can
All right.
attack me when you're ready.
WinSlaya, does it matter if I fight you on your land or not?
I don't think so, actually. I just want swamps, basically.
You just want swamps. All right, let's see. I'm gonna double check the streamer mode thing again.
Yeah, I haven't got my stream going, so I'm clicking start here because I assume it's a happening.
Yeah, we're about to see this happen for sure. Advanced audio properties.
Places that I always forget to do. Yesterday I forgot to post my link in the places.
Let's see. Maya, is that any better? Can you hear him a little cleaner now?
God, I'm so involved in this fight now.
Yeah.
I'm the wild card. The scout's gonna finish off the survivors, and I will reign supreme.
All right. Well then, WinSlaya, good luck and have fun.
What do you think of show own instead of showdown? Because that was how my keyboard typed it.
Do you have any strategic spells?
Not that I can cast because I did summoning.
Okay, cool. Well, this is going to be a really interesting fight. Game says it's a risky battle, so let's see how this turns out.
How risky?
I mean, it says right now 2961 on my side and 2764 on your side. And I assume that part of that calculation is that you have double tier 3 pole arms into an army of like Upsal Cav. So I think it does though.
I'm curious if it knows that.
It definitely uses it in auto combat, but that's because like they don't actually like roll it the way they do in Total War Warhammer. They actually just like fight it, and then when you actually play the game out, then polearms do pretty well against a bunch of cav. But yeah, this is our fight here with Upsal Eagles on all sides, because WinSlaya and I both took Eagle Cav as our big pick for us. On our side, we did take what was it? Elusive. I think we took Elusive as our secondary trait, and then WinSlaya took the sight bonus there, so that way he could chew through the things on the overworld a little faster with his vision. Because we are playing in low light on this overall strategic universe here.
I don't remember who's.
Boy, did I remember to? I don't remember if I used.
With the snake and the mistlings, basically.
Yeah, I'm playing Dark, and WinSlaya is playing Primal yet again.
Okay.
Big surprise.
Primal and Mistlings against Dark
they're
Knight
gremlins. I
Perfectionists.
see. They're just forest gremlins. I haven't seen the model yet, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
silly little guys.
adorable.
But one thing that is going to go hopefully pretty well for us is that we do have an enormous advantage whenever it comes to just the total number of tier 3s in the fight, although our tier 3s are definitely weak to WinSlaya's tier 3s, and that is going to be a big problem for us. We do have just a lot more of them. I'm hoping that the combination of the fact that we do not have just one Glade Runner here, but actually a second, because I noticed that we could buy rush one out of the city that we peeled off of WinSlaya, off of his free city, so we bought in a second Blade Runner. And in the universe where we're going to be fighting against someone who has access to mistlings and ways to stack up evasion, I think that's pretty important. Now, unfortunately for WinSlaya, he did not have casting to throw down like the misty terrain into this fight, but also unfortunately for WinSlaya, he did not have time to do the transformation on his guys. What's up?
The swamps, the slowing down, you don't have to really deal with that as much with all of your units. units, which actually is not as terrible as it might
Oh.
look.
Yeah, almost. I would say like, how many do I have? I think I probably only have like 4 units probably that can go into the water here. 5, and then everybody else is just flying. So the swamp doesn't do a lot here, except for you. I mean, it does give you the morale boost, right? That is not nothing.
It's definitely gonna be nice. You've got this guy.
So wait a second. Oh, that's his
You get a
Wizard
morale
King,
boost
so it's not gonna be there.
from swamps. What's going on?
My units in general like being in swamps, so when I
Yeah, they like being in swamps, but it looks like you don't get the same sort of bonus that some of them do. Do you not have frenzy on these guys?
did I not unlock that the croc walking thingy? Maybe I didn't.
Oh, is it purely movement for Crocodile's Boon? That's pretty rough, because like Serpent, you get frenzy on all your dudes for just fighting on a desert.
Let's see what happens when I fight it, when I actually start taking attacks, because I'm not sure. That does seem suspicious. Like, why not? Why not? You should.
You might have a different. The bonus might just be movement, but that might be either that's a bug or that's a reason to not play Mire Crocodile.
Yeah, right. Alright. I need to actually use this on stuff.
Yeah, so here I think this is going to be a really interesting fight, Anthony, because we have 1 Scald here on our side. We do have access to 3 Wild Speakers, so we have plenty of extra units that we can drop into the board. But of course, WinSlaya is playing Primal, so he's going to have access to tons of extra summons. And because we don't have a lot in terms of defensive tools, I think that his summons are actually going to like really perform here. Because you'll note that we are playing Dark, which means that the only unit in our entire army that we have right here that actually has a shield wall is our 1x Entwined Protector that we just dropped in with our casting points right before this fight. So the options for us to control the pace of the game really are offensive only. So I think what we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to proactively march down the gullet and try to take the fight straight to WinSlaya. But that means that we need to be careful, because like if we get too close and stretch our units out, the Ancestral Warden's ability to leap in and flank some of these eagles could be devastating.
Heroes. It'll give Crocodile Primal Connection, give Frenzy and Swamp Terrain.
Oh, he also has Inspiring Defense on this. So yeah, this is, I think that this is actually a genuinely interesting fight. I think that we have some advantages in that, like, most importantly, he does not have Infinite Mist here. And in fact, he didn't even do any,
I mean, it depends on who has it, but I haven't
transforming
seen
to negate the accuracy problem.
unless it's a bug and it's not showing up in the list, and they will get Frenzy when they start fighting. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
It could be that is a different ability for like different primals. I still haven't like played with them enough to know for sure, but I do know that Sand Serpent gets the frenzy in desert.
So, yeah, well, that's what I was just reading from the tome list in the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
So it says, yeah, Crocodile initial bonus, Primal Frenzy support skill that gives Crocodile Primal connection to units in the army. So I think you have to take that on your hero.
Oh, do you have to take it as a skill to get that unlocked? That might be.
That's what it looks like to me.
That might be. Because I think the last time I played, I was playing with a champion, so I might have just had that like naturally unlocked.
Yeah, because actually they all have that. It looks like initial bonus is a. So here's the Dune Serpent. While army leader units in this army gain Serpent Primal Connection, which gives the Frenzy and Sand Terrain.
Okay.
So I think you have to take that skill.
That might be exactly it. I think I probably was playing with a champion, so I just like thought that was an innate ability rather than something particular.
That's cool though.
All right, so here we do have a summon elemental on one of our heroes. I think a summon elemental is still like a useful tool in a fight like this. We're probably just going to use that on turn 1 and then have it just move forward and die pretty soon after that. But we do have at least here on our ruler level 9, which means we do have a lot of things when it comes to like the power here. We can use Rallying Blessing and get a lot of extra strength on this flank. And because we have the mobility, we could even move the Dark Knight over to be a part of that rallying blessing. We do, of course, here on the other side have access to Mass Rejuvenation, and because this is on a support status protection, target gets +1 status protection ability, this might be something where we use that to remove like the different kinds of statuses that WinSlaya is dropping in. He's got, I think he has poisoned here because he has Blight Blades. Yes, he has Blight Blades, but overall, I think the best value we can use there is probably just like set it up ASAP to get the status resistance and the extra regeneration.
Move everything around, like my mic.
3 turns on cooldown on that. We do have 1x raised undead here. I think we're probably going to use that to just deny WinSlaya access to his personal raise undead, because you'll see here one of his heroes is Whiteborn, and so he has a necromancer, so he can resurrect that hero. But of course, if we kill it and then we use raise undead on it, then that hero will be off the board and out of the combat for us. Yeah, I think this is going to be just like this turn is position, and then turn 2 we just have to attack, because we can't not. He's got a massive advantage when it comes to the ranged pieces. But at least we have Glade Runners for like ripping things apart here. That they will act more as supporting units into this army, simply because we don't have access to a lot of the damage buffs on these guys. In fact, literally the only thing that we have that's damage buff on our Glade Runners is the pack member bonus on this one, because this one isn't even our race. So the damage output there is going to be pretty anemic. This one at least does have the animal kinship transformation, so if it stands next to an animal, it can do a little better. And that's where the Wild Speakers will be doing some work. Each of them has a higher tier unit that we can drop the Killing Momentum, Unleash the Beast buff onto. I think we're probably going to just open with that on turn 1 off of the Wild Speakers, and then turn 2 they're probably going to just summon, because I think that the way that we are going to be able to pressure WinSlaya is by countering him in terms of action economy. Because he has access to primals, he has plenty of summoning. I would not be surprised to see WinSlaya do an overchannel double summon, because this is not skirmish, so he is absolutely within his rights to do that. And that could be a good reason to not use the Killing Momentum ability here right away, because if we aren't in defense mode, then these Wild Speakers are a lot more fragile, and WinSlaya could easily just double summon behind one of them to pick them off. But, you know, I think unfortunately, if that's what WinSlaya wants to do, I don't think there's anything we can really do about it. He's going to be able to do a lot of summoning in this combat no matter what. Slightly less because he did lose a couple of Animists in an early game fight. Or not even like super early game. It was actually like maybe 5 or 10 turns ago. He was fighting against Free Cities through an underground. Yeah. I think the first 2 turns, when like everyone's jockeying for position, are the most complicated, and then once everyone's killing each other, then it's very like, you know, Hulk smash. You might spend all your time figuring out the math to kill a unit, WinSlaya, but I have hope.
You refuse to.
I use the math of squinting, of like, that looks like it's probably good enough.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing math when I'm playing.
Yeah.
I just use the old hover maneuver. Like, let's see, that's about half their health. We'll just do that.
Yeah, that's about right.
And then you just get lucky and get crits, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is that I'm sure there's always like one thing that I'm gonna miss whenever I look at all those things, and so I get diminishing returns pretty quickly for overthinking it.
I feel the same way. We play a lot of pretty fiddly and complicated board games at my house, and we've slowly gotten to the point where we're like, we've passed the hump of the bell curve where we're trying the hardest, and we're back down. We're like going down the slope of like, just do stuff and have fun.
Yeah. Have you played whatchamacallit, Dune Imperium?
That is my favorite board game. I played it yesterday.
Do you have the digital version?
I don't, but I think I want to get it.
If you get it, let me know, because I would gladly stream with you. I play that Probably more than I should. I play that enough that one of my in real life friends called me out on it and said, I looked at your Steam profile, Walker. Why were you playing Dune Imperium at 3 in the morning? Go to bed.
I think it's a brilliant game. They've done
Yeah.
a great job balancing the worker placement and the deck building portions. And it's very thematic. Like, I finished the book recently and Dune Part 2 just yesterday, so it's like even fresh on my mind, and just
Yeah.
like the characters in it. I wish there were more characters in it.
Alright, this is probably bad positioning, but I'm here now.
That's the spirit.
WinSlaya's army is interesting in this fight because he's got a combination of sticky units and extremely not sticky units.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you got pikes and shield units, which are sticky, and then you've got all these tier 3 skirmishers, which obviously the charge bonus of Nurgle's units will be huge, but then they can just back out. Curious to see how much slippery we get going on here with all these mistlings.
I think the big spooky thing for me, at least looking at WinSlaya's board, is just how much mist he's going to be able to add here, even without access to the strategic spell. Like, I thought that
Yeah.
was going to be a benefit for me, but he's just going to be making, like, 6 mists a turn for the remainder of this
and then it's gonna
combat.
his units are going to be frenzying and getting random bonuses from the mist, some of them at least, so I'm going to be curious to see. But yeah, it's a lot of tier 3s, just overall, both sides.
Yep. This is a
love
big
watching
fight.
Dark Knight, so I'm excited to see them crash into stuff. Not that I'm rooting for you or anything.
Good. No, you can definitely be on our team. But anyone who wants to root for our Eagles over
I
WinSlaya's
love
Eagles.
Dark Knights, but I also love spear units, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I just want to watch. I feel bad for the peasants in these houses. They're probably like shivering uncontrollably.
Yeah. This was a formative event for somebody in there.
Yeah, there's some.
Now they're
jaws
afraid
out
of
the window,
birds
like,
for the rest of their
"Whoa."
life.
Yeah, afraid. Well, yeah. If they weren't afraid of crocodiles, they're gonna be after they see one the size of their house.
Yep.
It phases through walls like a ghost, but still kills things.
All right, kid. This is the last time. We're moving out of here. I'm tired of people walking through our swamp. We're gonna be cleaning bodies out of here for the next 3 months.
Shrek spawns in the middle. He's a tier 10.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
All right, so our thing is indeed about to be done, and there it is.
Chilling.
So
mist.
WinSlaya is dropping in the mist, and the cleaning mist is about to just start generating insane value. But that's like part of another thing that's just kind of pushing us to fight him.
Just generate.
So let's see here. What can we do in order to maximize the use here on this rallying blessing? So the rallying blessing, we want to hit ourselves on the ruler. We do not want to. Oh shoot, we don't want to. Why are you getting poisoned here? Why are you getting poisoned? You're flying. They're not 100% flying, apparently. We can just use this this wyvern, though, to move in there. That's not a problem. And then we'll move this Glade Runner
A lot of
here,
unit medals here.
that Dark Knight there.
Yeah, gold, silvers.
This Dark Knight here.
And they're on the good units to have medals.
Yeah, like gold Dark Knights, so they're gonna get the damage buff.
Shoot.
Yeah, 10% extra damage on Dark
So we
Knight charge.
can still
When they're already
use
getting plus 60%
the
from
Rallying
charging.
Blessing here. I think that's fine, actually, on these guys. I'm going to go ahead and
So I
just
assume
power up
that
our Wild
damage
Speaker a little
modifier-
bit.
Yeah, how does that work? Does that work additively or multiplicatively, I wonder?
I think the different damage types add up additively on top of like the base like modifications from enchantments.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause
Pretty
that's
sure.
interesting, 'cause if it was multiplicative, the charge
Yeah,
would
that'd
be
be-
even more absurd. Just because getting 60% bonus of the already increased 10% or whatever. Yeah, that'd be cool.
It would be pretty nonsense.
Double
Yeah.
check that sometime.
Okay, so here I think now we're gonna want to pull a couple of units over to
Charge
get
units are more
some
interesting
buffs
because
on
your options
Scald off of them. 2 Strengthen and 2 Fortune
don't have a
is
purple, so
probably
that's
more
once they get the
important to
charge
use
unit.
here, and then maybe we'll
We can
use
make their
the
initial
Rally and
charge so
Regeneration
strong
next.
that no one wants to engage.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull these other Dark Knights back.
They do hit hard.
I'm going to go ahead and drop actually the Summon Elemental
Got a flanker on these guys.
here.
That should be
Poison.
a problem.
Thank goodness we got it. Oh boy, we got a Stone Spirit, everybody. So we actually have another shield unit. Thank God. Thank God we just rolled a shield unit. That is actually insane here.
Don't do that. No, I don't
And I think because we're going to be adding damage
You got
down
blade
with
blades,
this.
so your units do more damage against poison targets, but you don't have poison skin.
Let's see.
No, the synergy.
I know.
Can
What
we
have I
get?
done?
I don't know if we can get everybody at where we need to get them in order for this to be max, but maybe this is going to be close enough. We're going to pull you in here.
So what were you saying?
And
You rolled
then-
a shield unit? What happened? Did you summon something over here? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Stone Spirit. I see. Stone Spirit's a good boy. It's a solid boy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do strengthen into these guys. That's good enough.
Source of poison. Did I not do that?
And now,
What I'm here for.
we can see where we
Tell you
are.
guys
Now
about
we
your
can see where we
mistakes
are.
after it's too late.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's the most important time.
I'm like,
So
yeah, I'm
here, no matter where this wild speaker is, I think WinSlaya is probably going to try to assassinate it
Should've
with
brought a way to poison your enemies.
his summons. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Unleash the Beast here, so that way we don't miss out on that as an extra source of strengthen, because I think we are going to want to try to attack next turn. And so we'll do that.
Oh yeah, that's what I have to do. That's right.
I think we want this Grimbeak Crow moving here to maybe start pressuring that Mistling into making an unfortunate attack. This Obsidian Wyvern is pretty important, so I don't want it to be
Might play it.
like too
Brought
stretched.
the glue elemental.
I think we can do this actually. This is fine. We'll use this animal kinship here to actually make it so that in case he gets too close and doesn't kill the Grimbeak Crow, we can retaliate pretty easily. And I think here we're gonna look this way with those guys. Does the Glade Runner matter? Where should we place this Glade Runner? Hey Alphawood, yeah, or Alpha Wolf, this is fun. So right now we're just here in a big multiplayer fight against WinSlaya, and we are about to probably end this campaign. So this is a big fight at the end of our Dark Knight Perfectionist Eagle run, and I think we're in pretty good shape right now. We'll see. We will see, because he's gonna have a double summon next turn if he wants it, and that can be really heinous.
Get wet if they end their turn in the water.
I don't think so, but I guess we'll find out, because some of the eagles, for whatever reason, eagles can't stand over mushrooms without getting poisonous, but my wyvern can. So like they're doing something different when it comes to the way they fly.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me either, but it is the way that it's behaving right now.
And then just like it's programmed differently. I bet.
Yeah, Alpha Wolf. The multiplayer content is it's the thing that I love the most personally. But I do understand that like single player is a lot of fun. Because we have been doing some fun single player stuff too. I'm really excited to hear people enjoying the multiplayer stuff, because that is the thing that we were doing for a very long time exclusively. Probably to the community's detriment. Like I think it's been good that we've added the multiplayer stuff, or the single player stuff. You know, I love multiplayer. It's my favorite format, and I just like playing with these guys. I think they're a lot of fun. Maybe here we actually don't do the killing momentum and leave the Unleash the Beast to refresh on one of our wyverns next turn. I think I actually like that. So what we'll do instead is we'll just summon in an extra spider, just to add a little bit of extra board presence here in case he gets a little spicy. In case WinSlaya decides to try to flank us, because he is within his right. He does do that sometimes. I guess we'll need to move this bear a little closer, but at least here it's going to be in defense mode. But I think unfortunately,
Wet polar bears.
I think unfortunately there's nothing we can do to cover all of these guys at the same time, so I think we're gonna have to just allow the
Tragedy.
we're gonna have to allow this to get
Oh, they got fire
sniped.
resistance? You know what? I don't think polar bears in the real world have fire resistance.
I don't think polar bears in the real world get wet and then have no frost resistance.
Yeah,
Oh,
polar bears, listen, polar bears, they need aquatic tag like nothing else. This is crazy that they don't have the aquatic tag. These things, have you ever seen them in the water? They're terrifying. They're like
This is not
mammal
water.
sharks.
This is brackish water. It's good. They're like, oh, what's mud?
That doesn't matter. They'll swim around in it.
We're not
They're
used to
very
brown
strong
being
swimmers.
not white.
All right, WinSlaya, this is it. This is your next. This is your turn, man. You kill all my guys, or I'm attacking you next turn. I mean, I'm attacking you next turn either way, but you can try to kill some of my guys first if you want.
I would like that, yes.
All right, so here in terms of our
To kind of avoid the pools of water here, he's got like an interesting, like, three-pronged little setup here.
yeah, we have just so much mobility on all these eagle riders that I think we can make for a pretty good go of it, doing a bunch of damage next turn. Especially because we do still have access to things like Baneful Curse if we want to add a bunch of stacks of Weakened into areas where WinSlaya doesn't have Strengthened on his guys, so that way we can use the Cold the Weak. There's also Mark as Prey in case we want to do Distracted and try to pick off just like one individual unit rather than a stack of them.
So if the Storm Scale Serpent gets wet, how come he's not electrocuting himself constantly?
You know, you should write Triumph a letter.
Okay, yeah, I'll start working on that.
I wrote them a letter asking for like an Eldritch Realms code, and they were basically like, "Hey, just use Wove it," but that's crazy. Have you looked into that?
They're
use
they're
what?
not thinking about Eldritch Realms at this point. It's too recent. We've had like how long ago was what's it called? This last month.
It was like a month and a half ago. Like Eldritch Realm is what, June?
Age of Wonders. Just
I'm gonna have to
give me no
check
good
the
shots.
Steam page and see if there's any.
Yeah, so this is a dark build, Alpha Wolfred. This is a very weird one from like right after the release of the DLC. We started a couple of campaigns, and one of them I think is very fun, and it's been a rewarding game, but it is a very weird dark build. It's a dark build specifically with Fabled Hunters and Perfectionist Artisans, and then we're playing with Elusive and Eagle Mounts in Dark. So far, the only evolutions that we've or transformations we've managed to get down are Draconic Vitality and Animal Kinship. I think Draconic Vitality here is probably going to be more important for these Dark Knights into this fight than any sort of damage thing. We could have taken Warding, but like it's we're playing Dark, so we don't have any natural supports. The only supports we really have here are the Wild Speakers and a 1x of a Scald. Now the Scald is going to be able to add a lot of healing over like an AoE, and same with the Mass Rejuvenation off of our other hero here. But for both of those are like more AoE heals, and WinSlaya is not doing a lot of AoE damage. He's mostly doing like, I'm just gonna kill your dudes individually with Phaetrix. So the healing that we have is pretty limited. I think the way that we're gonna have to win this is gonna be just like real brute strength. At least we do have a lot of that. So the kinship sort of works with the trade mounts. The kinship works with the trade mounts in the sense that you're going to get cav bonuses anyway. So it doesn't give you the bonus for standing next to a cav, but the Pack Hunter is the hero skill that you get on the Tome of Beasts, Pack Leader. And so this does apply to cav, and so what you generally want to do with Tome of Beasts, if you don't manage to evolve a high tier unit, and here because we were playing on islands, we did not get a high tier like tier 4 spider to work with. So in this case, the way that this build worked out using the Tome of Beasts is more using the animals to buff the strength of the cav than the other way around. Like sometimes when you have a couple of tier 4 spider matriarchs and stuff, the best value you get off of the Tome of Beasts is the transformation. But here I think it's fine. All right, so where is WinSlaya going with this croc? Is he going just straight in on our polar bear?
1v18?
He's going in on that polar bear, man.
Yeah.
You gave me a target.
Hey,
Polar bears aren't
you know,
even
that's the way to do it.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, this polar bear was kind of useful in the sense that at least it was an animal, and therefore it was giving us a lot of extra bonuses on our damage output there. But I think this is fine. Like, look at that. That Frostfire detonation did absolutely nothing to any of our units. Was that a Frostfire detonation that did like 6 damage?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was a Frostfire that did like 6 damage. So that, I don't think that's the best application of WinSlaya's Primal there. I would have tried to snipe one of our wild speakers, because I think those are going to be pretty obnoxious in this format, or rather in this fight in particular. Simply because like anything that we can do to keep killing momentum on this particular Frost Wyvern is going to be terrifying for WinSlaya if we can keep it alive. Alright, so now we're going to have to deal with Mistlings. This is, yeah, here we're going to have access Mark of Prey. Mark of Prey is a really great thing in auto-resolves as well as manuals, because it's really inexpensive, so the AI will use them. What's up?
I can conjure another, you're not gonna... It's not...
This isn't skirmish rules. You can overchannel double summon. You can do whatever you want to, man. As long as it's not like... I think Awakened Instincts and the other things that were like at limit 1, but if you want to double summon here, go crazy, kid.
I think I will.
So Maya here, I think we're probably gonna win. Like, we'll see, but I think we're probably gonna win, and I think that that's gonna highlight that, like, ultimately when it comes down to it, I think that primals mostly only have like a great game in the early game in manual combats, and then because the value of their summon drops off as the game goes on, and so you don't end up where, like, you know, your primal crocodiles are actually generating insane amounts of value all game long. They're mostly just good in like a team fight like this, and if we can beat him here in like a team fight like this, like I think that primals are good. I think you need in manual combats, and so if you're fighting you know, like skirmish and stuff, then you almost certainly need to have an idea of how you're going to stop primals in the event that you run into them. But if you're not specifically playing like skirmish, then I don't think they're as scary. 1v1 is also pretty good. Like the summons are definitely the strongest part of them, and it does make them very powerful when you happen to have a bunch of tier 2 units laying around, and because there are supports always, like the assassination value on the summons I think is like kind of always there. But like their unit roster isn't bad. It's just that like the summon, the thing that is so powerful, does start having problems as their game goes on, and their economy just isn't like special, like in basically any way, in fact. So it means that like I consider them B tier, where I think they are good, but I haven't seen anyone break them, and until somebody gets an S, yeah, darters are pretty bad. Darters are very fragile. They're it's cute that they can ignore like obscuring terrain and stuff, and I think that is cute on heroes as well, if you give them a blow dart. But I just don't think it's worth worrying about ranged units too much when you're assessing the value of something in auto resolve in manual combat, or auto resolve and multiplayer anyway. Because generally low tier ranged units are not very good outside of a couple of special ones like Arbalists, I think.
In the middle here, these guys over on the flank are quite buffed up as well.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming here. I'm hoping we can just clear these crocs out. Yeah, the starter darter is absolutely a scout, 100%. But that's okay, because there are actually like a lot of factions where your starting ranged unit is effectively just a scout. And at least the primal darter, because it has like the primal movement speed, it's a little bit faster on the strategic map.
bizarre item.
So Hermit Kingdom, I think that it is still a very powerful trait, but it is a lot harder to use. And so I gave it an A tier simply because I think if you're trying to use Hermit Kingdom, you have to try to maintain that bonus basically on all of your cities all game long, which is something you can do. Nadash does this pretty consistently in his multiplayer games when he plays high, and it performs really brilliantly there. But if you do not go out of your way to be...
Hot damn. What the heck? That's so cool.
Yeah. That's the thing I got from the Silver Wonder.
Oh my god, a fire staff that life steals and blasts undead. That's so cool.
Yeah. It's gonna give me some hopefully some punchback against WinSlaya's one his one undead guy.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, look, you think you could slip this 8 blight resistance hero past me? I see what you're up to.
Yeah.
That person ain't taking no damage from Crocs.
No. WinSlaya can summon as many Crocs into that guy as he wants. See what happens.
So 7 armor and you take 79% damage less from blight on that character. Good lord.
Also undead, so it's immune to diseased.
Oh no.
Just looking at what you're getting.
But that's only one dude, so like everybody else diseased is gonna be able to rock and roll on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you won't even be able to jump that well because of this stupid placement.
But yeah, I think overall Hermit Kingdom.
Wolf song, and he's a crocodile man who is wearing a
Where is
tiger's
he?
hat.
Where is he looking? Oh, he's looking at these guys. He's looking at WinSlaya's heroes. I think Hermit Kingdom is still a very strong trait. It's a lot less broken than it was, which thank goodness, because it was pretty broken before. But like, I think that it is hard enough to use that it doesn't deserve an S tier right now. You need to know what you're doing to get good value out of it.
Oh, chargers. Oh, that male gives charge resistance.
So, what are we going to do here? We have a wild speaker that just took a bajillion damage, and now it's diseased. So WinSlaya is almost certainly going to be able to just kill that WinSlaya kind of no matter what we do here. I don't think we're going to have any way to heal that guy up in a useful way. What we can still do with it is unleash the beast to refresh the bonuses here on our Frost Wyvern, assuming it's still alive. we will see, because now the attacks are starting to come in off that mistling. But because we do have a mass rejuvenation here, I don't think it's impossible for us to save this wild speaker, because we should be able to kill both of those primal crocs with incredible ease here. Right now you can see that we're doing 45 damage with the flanked, and guess what? This Glade Runner, it isn't even standing next to an animal yet, which will increase our damage. And of course we haven't used the tracker's mark, which would also increase the damage, although I would like to do that on this mistling instead, just to strip those clinging mists, so that way it's a lot more fragile. Because if we're gonna kill these mistlings, it's because we're able to strip their mist off before we get attacks in. I don't want to waste our time otherwise.
Water gets slow. It's not fair. I don't like
But this is cute, because I think we'll be able to move the hatchling here, use this the Glade Runner to throw like stripping evasion there, shoot, and then move the Dread Spider hatchling over here to support a charge off of the Dark Knight into the Mistling to do some extra damage on that guy. And if we have anything that can add Distracted, that could also do it. Harm Venom also could maybe just kill that Primal Croc. I don't know. We'll see what Harm Venom is up to. He does have a Restore, which might help this wild speaker if we can get enough healing there.
Yeah, this is probably not the way to place this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Well,
Alright,
as
so
long as you say
WinSlaya's...
that, then you're fine.
Yeah, you covered your bases.
Yeah, because that way, if it works out, you're a genius, and if it doesn't, you're like, I told you.
Yeah. He called it.
I needed that disease.
So are we going to use Mass Rejuvenation off of Afra, or are we going to take a shot with it? I think that the damage that we're going to be able to pick with Afra is just not enough to justify worrying about it. Oh,
That would be nice.
That's aggressive.
It is aggressive.
That's not where you're supposed to go. I wanted to do something else.
What charge
Chris,
is
I
your
thought
charge
this was
in it?
range 4. It's range. Damn it. Don't worry, you're fine. I messed up.
Good.
I messed up a lot actually there. That guy should not have gotten there. Well, he can undo actually because I didn't commit my pole arm yet. I thought he had range 4 on this. Why am I remember it's 4?
On the primal lunge.
Yeah.
Yeah, primal lunge is 3.
Well, then that's gonna change things a little bit here.
It would be really broken if it was 4. Oh my god.
It would be. No, I don't know why I was thinking that.
Like
That's what I
Hunter Spider is 3, and that's a tier 3 mount that you can't start with, and you have to find. So what we have here built for our ruler is going to be just a killing momentum, like damage house. I'm hoping that WinSlaya presents us with some opportunities to really use that here, because this thing can do tons and tons of damage, but unfortunately, it is. Wait a second. Assassin's Dagger. Oh, right, we didn't have Assassinate here. We have the Assassinate ability off of the Lance. We're probably not going to use that except against enemy heroes, but the ability to use that there against enemy heroes does offer us some options when it comes to jump and killing momentum. Unfortunately, we don't have a pistol and sword because we just did not have time to build an item forge with Perfectionist Artisans. Everything is crazy expensive in that universe, but that's okay. I think the combination of this pseudo ranged attack of web, as well as the ability to reposition through jump, means we should be able to still get some pretty good value out of killing momentum there. Let's just see. It might be the value you get out of killing momentum is diving on this crocodile and finishing it off for the Glade Runner in question. Assuming we can get there without sacrificing our movement. If it costs us too much, it's not worth it. But this is 48, so that should be 5, 10, 15. I don't know about the grassy terrain actually, because this guy is not flying. That is one of the pseudo downsides to playing with Hunter Spider specifically. The lack of flying is going to be costly. But I think if we clear out his primal crocs and then pick off the guys that are trying to dive here individually, hopefully that's enough. Those carrion birds are so cute. They're so tiny.
Don't touch them.
They're kawaii. This is adorable. All right, carrion birds are now my favorite thing to see in a manual combat.
Okay, good. Does that mean you're gonna let me live?
No.
Oh,
But I thank you for showing this to me. They are beautiful. Yeah, if WinSlaya puts all these guys here in this big blob, then we're 100% gonna go in with our weakened ability, Baneful Curse, because this thing would just add a bunch of stacks of weakened and therefore dramatically increase our damage input onto those guys. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Ooh, carrion birds. Yeah. I mean, they're just so cute. Look at these guys. Compared to the giant eagles that are just like flanking them on both sides. I guess we have our own cute little bird here in our Grimbeak Crow, so everyone got to bring a fun cute little bird.
No.
You got the polar bear, and you almost killed that wild speaker. I think you probably should have just killed the wild speaker instead, but maybe you're gonna do that this turn anyway.
With what?
I don't know. I'm not on your side of the board, WinSlaya. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life.
Oh no.
What, you were hoping that I would?
Ninja does that for me sometimes. Not often. If I take enough time.
Yeah, what would you say your biggest weakness is? Nurgle, you go first.
My humanity. Bring me a machine that can replace that. That would be pretty good. This preferably one from Stellaris. One that makes me a machine god. Or a machine slave. I'm okay either way.
You'll live with that.
I'll live with it either way. So he is using his Primal Crocs off of his Animists to try to stuff the board in front of the Mistlings. That's a very smart thing to do. Because of the way ranged attacks work, and because of the way our positioning works with the Dread Spider Hatchling, our options for actually pressuring that Mistling are pretty limited here. But I think it still makes sense for us to try to strip some of the Clinging Mists off of them with our marked. That is what it is here for. Anything that we can do to minimize the amount of evasion on his Mistlings will be really, really powerful.
It's almost back to Walker here.
Because the biggest dangerous thing on these guys is when they get up to 3 stacks of Clinging Mist, because then you're at minus 60% accuracy on all of your attacks against those guys, and that's what Zombie had in one of our big fights, and it did not go very well for him. I think that was God, who was he fighting there? Who was he fighting there? That was the game where we were playing with like Primal Undead. I don't remember who he was fighting, but I think maybe it was Yukio. But Zombie definitely got torn apart by Mistlings because he just could not hit them, and we're gonna try to avoid that fate. But that's where the Blade Runners are gonna come in.
Just guys that are gonna go into defense mode now, I think. You ready, Walker?
Not really, but I'm gonna have to be.
Does this look at least terrifying to you?
I mean, like, I think I need to remove both of these stupid crocodiles here for sure, and then I probably need to remove at least another one of the. There's a lot of actions that I'm gonna have to commit to removing things that are not permanent, which is a really big advantage to you right on this round of turns. Hopefully, I can do that without letting you tear my guys apart with these ancestral wardens, but. We'll see next turn, I guess.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to throw our Tracker's Mark onto that Mistling.
Right at the right moment.
That's our first big thing. Then we're going to move the Animal Kinship down. So now we're at 48 damage going into that Primal Crocodile. If we were standing here, what would our accuracy be against that croc? 70% with the Frost Wyvern and 100% against this one. So I actually think that's pretty reasonable. This cannot be used within an enemy zone of control though. So if we want to, shoot, we can't do that where we go here and still have the range necessary to shoot this guy. So we're not really going to be able to do anything in terms of getting value out of killing momentum against his crocs on that side.
I didn't reset my hero and I should have resurrected another one and I just kept making mistakes.
Can we?
If I win, I feel good.
Can't get inside range to do a charge attack this turn off of our ruler. Doesn't look like.
Yes, you also have that.
It doesn't look like it. So instead, what can we do? Well, we could do this charge here, charge blocked type. So charge is getting blocked by terrain, even on Eagle Riders in this terrain. That's really interesting.
Nice.
I mean, like largely I think the value Eagle Riders provide you is on the strategic layer. They're pretty bad in combat. So here we do have access to the Rally and 2 Regeneration effect. So that could be a way that we can try to keep this Wild Speaker alive. If we drop in the extra healing off of Afra the Mender here. Do we have anything that we can use to rotate this way to plug up the front side over there? We can.
Okay,
We could
I understand.
freeze. Baneful Curse. You know what? I think this is okay. I think this is an opportunity for us to use a Baneful Curse and just get a bunch of weakened stacks down. And it looks like it's this side that we want to get the most on, because if we don't get the weaken and instead we get the defense, or we just bounce off their strength and stack on their Mistlings, that's no good.
The Mistling may have been able to get that wild
So
speaker.
let's see here.
He did too.
The Entwined Protector can still heal, and you can still
Here it
charge,
comes. I know it's
but
happening.
not that way.
I know it's happening.
Are we on Nurgle's turn again? I missed the. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, we're not gonna be able to kill momentum. That guy.
Dark Knight still granting physical damage on their charge. I always think they have frost damage on that for some reason.
They have the frost damage from their like
Yeah, I keep getting that
special
mixed up
thing,
with their
yeah.
basic charge thing.
Oh, a crit. Why are you critting already?
Because I
Alright, you have
got
extra crit chance.
I have 20% extra crit chance.
20%.
So this is not going to be able to smash that guy for charge extra, but it will still do sundered defense at least. Oh, maybe we can do it if we go this way. Let's see, how many movement points does this leave us with? Let's go 1, 2. I don't think we have enough movement here, unfortunately. This is going to put us too far on the outside. Yeah, we're going to have to just charge it and take a flank instead. You know what? A flank instead is not nothing. That's fine.
This map where it's gonna be so horrible. Leave him alone.
You have Conjure Animal, and you have the Killing Momentum
Do you have
buff.
Imperium just the digital version, or do you have the?
I have both. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess Direwolf Digital. So Direwolf Games made the board game, and then Direwolf Digital did the video game. So that's why it's so good. It's because
Yeah.
people who developed the board game made the video game, so they like really deeply understood what was important about it.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
It's a great game. We have Rise of Ix and the base game, but we don't have the Immortality yet.
I have Immortality. I don't know if you need it or not. I think it's fine. But I think like Ix, I think you need.
Yeah, Ix is really good. I miss some of the. I do miss a little bit about some of the changes to the High Council area up there, but you know the dreadnoughts and the shipping lanes are quite fun.
Yeah, it makes the economy, I think, a lot better, like overall.
Yeah. I had my game I played yesterday. I didn't win, but I was going big influence, so I was buying a worm like every turn.
Yeah.
Getting my points that way. It was so fun. I was close. It came down to, as it usually does, a battle worth 2 victory points.
Yep.
You know, that's one of those late game conflicts that whoever wins that usually wins the game.
Okay, so here what we set up is our Frost Wyvern can actually use the Killing Momentum here, so we're going to take that out. We got Killing Momentum, and now we need a 45% shot right there into that Primal Crocodile, but that's okay, we can get around that. Because if we just move out of the way, and that is an elemental that's not real.
Don't do it. How did you get that?
Skill, baby!
And he's frozen.
Oh no.
The perfect time to freeze.
Alright, so there we
Alright,
pick
Walker's
that
winning.
unit
He's
off.
gonna win now.
So now we're gonna need to heal this this Wild Speaker. Yeah, we're gonna need to heal this Wild Speaker. So let's have you come back here. You use more strength and killing momentum on the Frost Wyvern just to keep it rolling, because this Wild Speaker could very well die next turn. Like there's really not a lot we can do about that. We could have used the Mass Rejuvenation there instead of moving this guy back to stab to set up for killing momentum, but I don't think Mass Rejuvenation to try to heal one unit and then like cosmetic damage on the rest of these guys is worth it. I'd rather have it next turn because we have extremely limited healing options on this build. That much is true. So I think instead what we're gonna do is set up for
I don't know if we
this.
talked about this, but you sound like one of those free programs.
The text
Yeah,
to speech.
I was thinking about it after I think I was talking about it with Walker, and maybe it was Lionhearted or someone else, but I also was playing Witcher around the time of making this game, or Witcher 2, where you kill the king and they go, King Slaya, and they just keep yelling that at you.
Yeah.
So I think I came up with the Pokemon thing, Sooth.
You know what? We can actually keep this. We can keep this with Wild Speaker alive if we want to be really stupid and obnoxious about it. By just like completely surrounding it.
But where'd the witch
Um,
come from?
I
That might not be the worst option here, honestly, because no, we're not going to be able to get that guy into range.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No more questions.
Okay, never mind. Wait.
It really
sounds like
Actually,
you're gonna help
can
me,
you
like,
do it
extract
if we
files
go
from a folder or something,
here
I got my
with this
Roadrunner, I
wild
got my
speaker,
WinSlaya.
and then drop in another
Yeah, I probably had that
animal there,
when I made the name too. Maybe that's what I
and
made
then
this whole time.
move this Dark Knight there, and this Dark Knight there. And the thing here is that WinSlaya does not have a lot in terms of AoE exploitation, so like this, I don't think he's going to be able to kill the wild speaker next turn. I think he's going to need to
Oh, okay, got it.
yeah, I don't think he's going to have any big AoE exploitation here that he can actually reasonably do other than trying to disease us. But that's okay. Like, we'll set up here and then dive in. Because we are in the attacker's seat, and this is our attack core here. So what can we do with a drunken sailor early in the
It'd be
morning?
scary if I was a little wormy like that, because one day you're gonna walk in and my 4 brothers and sisters will be gone and I'll be huge.
How do I know if something's in defense mode or not?
I mean, you can check by opening the unit in question, and it'll tell you, or you can just like mouse over the defense for the thing, and it should tell you like +2 from defense mode.
Yeah.
Get that unit. That's pretty interesting.
Okay, so who can we use to block for this Glade Runner in the event that we want to get this Glade Runner in here and just try to use our keeper's mark, our tracker's mark? I think here is okay. I think that's within range to strip those clinging mists. Yep, that's fine. And then we are gonna go ahead and just move these Dark Knights in.
It looks like.
Yeah, well, I brought Glade Runners primarily because I had the Eagle Riders, so I didn't have like a lot of options when trying to utilize it. But
Yeah.
it is randomly useful against Misslings. And then we are actually going to just go ahead and protect, like, I think this is enough defensive tools there in that flank, probably, for it to be safe. And I think we do want to get our ruler into position where it can actually make some sort of attacks, or at the very least be able to chuck in our Visions of Woe, because Visions of Woe is a very powerful effect, to even in this manual combat right here.
So much ambient eagle noises.
Yeah, it's just like a constant problem in the background. The category joke, yeah, in this economy. it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, yeah, I think this is fine. We don't even have
I hope somebody makes a mod where eagle
over channel, do we?
replaced by mallard ducks.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think WinSlaya is going to be able to kill this guy in defense mode, standing inside range countering here. I think Orzo is going to be fine next turn. So let's see what WinSlaya does. He's got access to one of his crocodiles, but only one.
2, 3, 4.
He might be able to pick off this Dark Knight, because the Dark Knight is backwards because of where it had to move to take this attack on this croc here, to break the defense mode with our Sunder charge. But that's okay. Like, I'm fine losing 1 or 2 of our Dark Knights. We have at least one that isn't even in this fight, if I remember correctly. And we've got a couple of Wyverns that are like topped off. So if we're able to win this fight decisively, then I think we can say that the fight is over. But this Wild Speaker now has 3 stacks of regeneration on it, so it's functionally at 61 HP, assuming it can survive, which means that we might have gotten it out of the red zone with just 1 big turn of healing there. Our Scald is pretty exposed, unfortunately. That is true. We don't have any sort of defensive tools blocking the HP on our Scald. So if WinSlaya like really goes in on it, he might be able to take that one out. But the Scald was able to use both of its AoE abilities, so we have gotten like the most value that we needed to get out of the Scald in order for it to be strong.
Scares away all the geese. Don't interact with the dog. I'll endlessly find it funny to imagine a dog whose job is to like chase geese around off of library property.
Yeah, right.
Wish he had been there. I would have liked to have seen that.
And those guys are all in a position where if any of them get close enough to a Dark Knight, that the Dark Knight can turn around and blast them with a Dark Surge. That'll be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Dark Surge is like one of these things that we might only get one shot off in this entire fight, because it is so difficult to set up, because it is a 3-action melee attack functionally in terms of its behavior, but having it always hit on your Dark Knights when you're trying to fight against things that can potentially have infinite evasion is really good. The only thing is that it does require WinSlaya to get really close for us to actually use them. I think unrealistically so.
Beware geese.
Yeah. Although, you know, as somebody on the inside who didn't really want any customers in the store anyway, I was like, this is fine.
This is perfect.
Keep
this
the
is what
ladies
we
out,
wanted.
please. Keep the old ladies out.
So let's see, what has he got? He does have Starblades. He does have Hastened. He's got a gazillion buffs. So he's got the tools necessary to like really output damage here. But I guess the question is, where does WinSlaya put all of that damage? He can take off this Dark Knight also. Like again, the Dark Knights are functionally our Anvil Guards in this combat. They can contribute a lot in terms of combat damage, but because they are pretty bad whenever people get close, because they can't pick up the charge resistance or the charge strength, it is helpful to be able to have this if you get swarmed close up, because the rest of our stuff is not particularly durable when it comes to frontline. But we can have an immobilize set up for next turn, because we have the last turn on our Stone Spirit, so we can use it to quake in and then use an immobilizing phase and hopefully do a bunch of damage to a lot of different units. That is what we're gonna shoot for.
Of those at the same time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, basically any rally of the Legion.
Yeah. All right, so WinSlaya is going in on the Wyvern. That's fine. The Wyverns are useful in terms of adding extra damage to our other units. As long as we have an animal there, it's still okay though. So if he kills the Frost Wyvern or rather the Obsidian Wyvern, or especially the Obsidian, because this one doesn't have a ranged attack, I'm just not too heartbroken. It's got great damage against rocks, no doubt about that. But it's not so important that if it dies, it's a big problem for us. The biggest exposed piece for us right now is the Scald and then the Wild Speaker. And assuming that we protect those pieces, I think we should be okay.
And I want to do it efficiently.
Yep. So he's gonna run in there and crack us with a critical hit off of that Mistling. He's gonna kill this Obsidian Wyvern, it looks like, but because this at least does have a lightning resistance, he's gonna be doing it not like extra effective with this Misty Strike. It's so much damage. It is so much damage. We're gonna have to strip some of those models or just hit them with a fumble attempt off of visions. That's pretty good too. Where did we position ourselves for vision, by the way? Okay, so right now WinSlaya would need to send in units to attack us if he wanted to really set us up for a good visions. So he's probably not going to do that, but that's all right. If we don't get a great visions and instead we just get a killing momentum with a jump and then a web, I'm not going to be heartbroken. Especially if we can web into a bunch of units that have weakened on them, actually, that can do a lot of damage. Doubly so if we've successfully stripped their evasion, but unfortunately the thing is that two Glade Runners against 6 mistlings or whatever, we're just never going to be able to control the amount of evasion that they have. It is an impossible task for them, unfortunately. So we're going to have to just like take 1 or 2 of them at a time and keep those guys relatively minimized on evasion, and then work through those as we can.
The order's important here.
So who have all of our wild speakers summoned? I think all of the wild speakers now have summoned. Yes, all of the wild speakers now have summoned.
Have to do a shoot.
Yes, that's me.
He's our 4-star general.
But if he's trying to use Fey Trick
The
against
enemies
our
are coming. Shoot, or
Obsidian, they're
perhaps
not going to do
melee.
as well.
One of those two.
Yes,
We'll think about it
victory or death.
Yes, here's our
later. Oh,
winning
2
strategy.
raises. That was
Oh, no.
80%.
Sick. All right, so WinSlaya was taking a shot through the trees over here. Yep.
I can't do
Good,
it.
good, good. And now we got to see if we can get good flanks, because we can potentially do double on our casting here for Marcus Prey, because we do have the overchannel off of a ruler, and anybody we hit with distracted is probably gonna just get torn apart. That won't break the defense mode on Ancestral Warden, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, good. All right, so there's two units already in that area for potential visions here.
Here lies Obsidian Wyvern.
Yeah, there's 2 already for a reasonable visions. And if we get a 3rd, I won't be mad. So we can do something like this. Do a lot of damage off of that. This guy doesn't even have a bunch of strengthened stacks on him. He's literally 0 right now. So if we can get any strengthened out there, that could be really good. I just don't know. I don't know how many pieces of strengthened we have left on this side of the board. I think we might just need to accept that this guy needs to do it without a strength in 5. Do you have anybody who can strengthen you right now? I mean, we have the Scald, but the Scald is used. So yeah, looks like he's just gonna have to Dark Surge without. If we have to heal him, I'm okay doing that. That's fine in my book. He says. What heal are you describing here, Walker? Tell me which heal, because all I see is a Call of the Wild.
Melee strikes, because I think they're worth more damage. 25.9. Yeah, they are worth more damage.
That is actually a good spot to potentially drop in a Baneful Curse, though, because that would be a lot of extra damage off of our Dark Surge, especially if we double stack, like if we do a distracting on the Ancestral Warden. All right, so is he going to try to go for the Blade Runner, or is he going to try to go for the Crow here? So the Crow, I think, is actually more important for us this turn. So I'm kind of hoping he goes for Elsewhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Doing a bunch of damage to the Blade Runner is annoying, but not heartbreaking, because I think the real power here is going to be that Surge. So the way we would do it would be, you use Overchannel, so we can cast 2 spells, and then we do a Baneful Curse into that area, and then probably a Mark of Prey into that area, and then we try to set ourselves up for our ruler being able to kill this and then score killing momentum. Because if we can hit that and score killing momentum, then we can jump over there and do another AoE on top of all those guys. And that should be enough. Let's see. But I think that's going to be a bunch of extra damage that we can dump in on these guys if we're looking for it, and I think we are.
How do you want me to use that this fight, Walker?
I mean, I think what I would like to try is what we've done already, which is just a limit 1. And so if you want to use it and a full action, I think that's fine as long as you only have 1, which I know you do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right here. Is that I do.
So we had discussed prior some things with different ways to make killing momentum less aggressively overpowered, or it's like killing momentum and spur to action is just having a limit 1. Spur to action, Amygdala likes to play where it just sets you into defense mode, but because we're only playing with 1, I think it's probably fine. And we will see, actually. This could be a really big opportunity for WinSlaya to show off Virulent Outbreak, because that can add a lot in terms of damage onto these guys. But because we do have access to a mass rejuvenation, we should be able to clear all of the poisonous, at least, off of all of our guys, wherever he drops it. Which means, like, it's the damage output there is not going to be as insane as it can sometimes be. And we also don't have, like, an active weakness to blight damage either.
Doing less damage now. Why? Why? You gonna be annoying if I try to kill you this way.
Is he gonna try to take this down?
Okay,
It looks like he's trying to take this Glade Runner out with his other mislings, which that's fine. This is again not the most important piece. This is the most important piece. This is the most important piece. Do it. Do it. Kill them. Good, good. Actually, now we might even be able to just do a killing momentum this way.
Get completely destroyed on my next turn.
It's at -8 lightning resistance right now. That's not generally where you want to be. -8 lightning resistance means that this guy, we'll see how much damage our ruler can do to the Primal Croc when we come in behind and smack it. But I think we might be able to almost Oko there. Because we're doing right now 13% or 13 lightning damage. So if we get a flank attack on that, that might be enough. And if not, we can shoot it first with something. Like we have a Scald here to set that up. And then we would blast probably the immobilized over here. We would jump probably from, let's see, we would be here, so we would be able to jump 1, or maybe we would be here. So we would jump 1, 2, 3. No. You have to be here in order to do that. So let's see if we can actually move all the way to here or not. If we can move all the way to here, then what we can do is we can have our hero run in, hit that, and then jump over here to blast with a web and hit those 3 units after they get hit with the Dark Surge. Let's see how many of these guys are actually alive before we commit to which direction this Dark Surge is going, because now it can also go in this direction instead. I'd rather pick off the tier 2 than the tier 1, but we'll see. We'll see who's available. All right, so he's going in on one of our summons, the Dread Spider Hatchling. That's okay.
Sure,
that one's not
better spur to action, but
crucial.
I could actually spur that missling to him to do an annoying damage.
And we do have this other Dark Knight to also execute a charge in. And this guy is not on any clinging mist right now, so it will have some evasion for the next turn, but only 2 stacks. Okay, so he's spurring the Spirit Wolf to remove another animal. I mean, that is, I think, probably still worth it for him. WinSlaya there is trying to reduce our access to the animal boost because of animal kinship. And so by killing our bear and our wyvern and our summon spider there, we are down to just a couple of animals left. But I think that's okay because they can do double duty. They can stand next to a lot of different units. And WinSlaya has used his own decaying zombies off of his dark ritual here, so he's gotten his value ticking there on that side. And we do have, as another follow-up for our AoE, we have the Stone Spirit moving in there, but in order for us to make that worth attacking with, we do need to fix up that morale a little bit. Fortunately, most of our units are going to be fine on morale simply because we have access to the rally blessing here on everybody. We've already gained 10 morale that way. But right now we need to kill some of his real units because so far we've only killed crocodiles, which does not help you anymore. Now you gain nothing from killing summons, and that is one of the things that has made primals a little bit stronger in this universe. So let's see. Spirit Wolf is -8 to shock, -8 to electric. Who else is doing electric damage out here? Who else has got it? Yep, so they went in on the Dark Knight there. That's okay. That is annoying because the flank there dropped it down to low morale, but if we can just kill one of his real units, then a lot of those guys will be back to doing what they need to do.
Alright, well then just go here.
Let's see, where is he going? Oh, well. All right, so WinSlaya is doing something else entirely. He is diving on these guys. So you know, geez, like that. This is a really generous setup here. If we're able to get our morale to a point where this Dark Knight is not going to be missing, but that does require us to kill one thing to guarantee. So maybe that is where we drop some of our buffs. Let's see who we got. We have a provoke here, and this is another high lightning damage attack, so that could be something to help us break through the Spirit Wolf. And these guys are enemies only. Yeah, enemies only. Right, so WinSlaya is all in. He is all in. He wants to fight this turn. And now we need to heal this guy in order for it to actually do the max damage, but we can still do that with our hero here. And if we want, we can even do it further with an Entwined Protector, which I think we do. Okay, so WinSlaya's got all of his units down on the board. That is a big deal. He's taking retaliation. Alright, so now we do have
It's now your turn.
these 3 in this direction if we want them on that flank, which we might. That does look pretty promising. Okay, so
Is that enough?
this guy is
I did get a
currently.
few units.
Yeah, you sure did. I mean, like right now, I need to start killing some of your real units, like this turn. So he's got here nobody on this flank with strengthened. So that means that Baneful Curse is going to add weakened to literally all of these units. I think that is worth it for the extra damage here.
No, leave that side alone.
And this means that now we're at the point where
Yeah, it's
that
gonna hurt. Oh my. What is that? How is that?
that's Dark Surge.
Yeah, it's Dark Surge.
Yeah, that is Dark Surge.
That is one heck of a Dark Surge.
Oh gosh.
Maybe I shouldn't have put that Plague Serpent where I put him.
Yeah, I was kind of like hoping that you were gonna kill the Glade Runner instead of the Dark Knight, so I could do this.
Yeah, smart. Smart that you got.
Okay, so let's see.
You
Is
baited
this
that Glade Runner.
is this our best bet here? Actually, I think this is our best bet. I don't know if there's anything we can or would want to do to strengthen that guy
Damn, kill like 5 units.
further. Yeah, I
can't
think
wait
that's
to
it.
see Here it comes.
No.
Oh yeah, just
I
a quick like
debated-
300 damage. It's
Yep.
fine.
I debated whether or not it was going to be worth it for me to try to what was I gonna try to strengthen that further, but I think it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. You're gonna get other value elsewhere now.
So now we can teleport in with this Stone
I
Spirit.
can't believe I just opened that serpent up to that completely unnecessary.
And then we can
Either.
do that.
What was that one? Was that
Big rip.
Oh, that was the stone spirit. No.
And the glue
Yep.
elemental.
No. Alright, maybe I made
So let's
mistakes on that
see.
last turn.
Oh no.
Got
I
here.
definitely should have killed that dark.
We
dark
could
knight.
do almost a kill here with this guy, so I think this is fine because now we are set up for our ruler to come in, hit there, get killing momentum. So now we can have
And a killing
our
momentum.
ruler pop off. Where can you go? I guess our ruler could go here and try to take a big immobilize, but this could also be a big immobilize for us to take.
It's immense.
choosing to jump assassinate right now. Where should I jump and then assassinate?
I also have a jump web.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Oh,
Just-
you ever
just a
thought about
thought.
that? Don't.
Yeah, you could just like yeah.
I could. You're right. I could. Yeah. Just yeah.
It's a
I've got
thought.
WinSlaya ruse that he didn't bring my scout into this combat to aid him.
Oh no. All right.
Could've
So we're
been
not gonna
so
be able.
powerful
Wait.
together.
Maybe we will if we do this. Are we gonna be able to do
My
this?
biggest regret. Trust me.
I do like.
I want to get our entwined protector next to everybody that they need to be next to. For the heal. So yeah, let's go for that heal. Get over there. Can you stand between those guys, please? If we move the frost wyvern out of the way, can you get there?
It's sad.
Please.
Yeah, you know how he loves his birds. How dare you do that?
They're everywhere.
Yes. All right. So now our entwined protector can run all the way over there, which means that now the protector can drop in our healing sap.
I think we stuff all like outside of these just
And now we can drop in a bunch of healing on these guys. Unfortunately, we don't have the other.
I saw that and I was like, that's a problem.
Ah, shoot! I should have had this wild speaker get in on this mass rejuvenation here. That's some spew, but that's okay.
One was doing 20
Charge retaliation. Charge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
extra damage from that animal too, which I almost decided to kill because I was like, I don't want that buff next to either of those guys.
Let's
Curse
see.
you. Curse you in knowing how the buffs work.
Yes, good.
I taught you too well.
I have learned too much.
It's too powerful.
Let's see here. I think this is the direction that we want to move with this
Blessed is the mind.
Dark Knight, right? No, we wanna get rid of some of these stupid units of his. Yeah, we'll just get rid of some of WinSlaya's stupid units.
No.
Probably. Oh, I definitely should have moved these guys first and then had them do their animal kinship thing.
Where you blocked it there. No, you can walk
Okay,
out.
you're still there because of the carrion bird. So we need to kill that carrion
So,
bird with
anybody
somebody.
else got Eclipse plans tomorrow?
No, not
Could
really.
do
I
an
never
insanity
thought
shot
about
at that carrion bird, but I think it's more important to try to take an
calming
insanity
showers.
on the
Calling meteor showers, that interesting.
Actually, is it more important to take it
Same
here?
Overall, but I live in the
Yeah, I'm gonna take this.
municipality, So
Nope.
I'm just gonna walk outside my house and look at the sun with my goggles and glasses, solar glasses. But I
Okay,
am
so
worried about the
now
traffic.
now
We're
we can
supposed
go
to be getting,
here and hit those
literally
two
millions of
with a
people
big
flooding
dark
in.
surge. I mean, that's not nothing. So all right, let's make that even better because we can
I'm
over
not
channel
looking
here,
forward to trying to go
and then we're gonna mark as prey. So now it's distracted.
Yo, stop distracting him. He needs to do things.
He needs to die, Mr. Bond. Ha 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 ha.
Die.
No.
Damage. That's so much damage. I think you're gonna win here just because of that. That's like, wow. It really.
Dark surge does a lot.
I need to not stand next to these guys apparently. Ever. If I have
Um,
a choice, don't.
yeah, we'll
stand
just
next to
blast
them
you.
until the animals are at least dead.
That's a hot take.
Can we remove that? Can we remove
I
this?
know
Did I set ourselves up to
Dead.
almost kill his carrion bird and then
They were
fail to kill his
supposed to
carrion
be
bird?
useful here.
I think that's what we did. Unless we can kill with the unless we can kill with the frost wyvern and the fact that we have access to
All my guys are near dead. It looks like you've only killed one. That's about to change.
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're
Okay,
highly
this is good.
debuffed. Like most of your
Yeah,
frontline
I like
units
this.
are-
Go for it. So we there are gonna set ourselves up for this frost wyvern to come in and take them out, which means that our Glade Runner can now attack wherever it wants to attack, and we have the killing momentum off of our guy.
Killing momentum.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
That was
Goodness
very
spears.
efficient. That
I'm gonna go ahead and just chuck this as our
See how my pieces
mass rejuvenation. I think that's probably fine.
targets.
And now I guess we'll go in and try to attack his mislings. Good. Got 2 hits on them.
You're supposed to miss those.
I'm supposed to mist those? Ha 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 ha.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I say.
So we can't kill that primal croc here, but we could just take out some of his like low tier units, I guess. If we just committed that Dark Knight there. And then we have these guys here. I guess this ruler could potentially just try to dive in and taunt someone, because that is what he's spec'd for. Who do we have left? All right. We have a young caustic worm. We have Grimbeak Crow. Oh shoot, we still have our Grimbeak Crow. Oh, dang. All right. Well, if we still have our Grimbeak Crow, maybe we have a way to do more damage to this this croc than it looks, because we can get multiple units here. Harm Venom is a big flanking shock unit, and you are a big flanking shock unit.
No, you can't do this to him.
And now we are an animal, giving us a little bit of extra damage buff here.
Oh no.
No, no, no. Okay, live.
I think he's gonna. I think there's no way to prevent that, unfortunately.
Oh. Live. You have a job to do.
Well, so far it's been doing a good job of, like, distracting at the very least. Like, that's a lot of actions that I'm committing to try to peel that off the board.
I might be able to pull this out somehow, but I'm not liking the look of my units at this point.
You're not liking the cut of your jib?
Oh, the color of the map, I'd say. It's a lot of red. There's like this little sliver of green.
That's fair, yeah. Alright, so I guess we're gonna do a magic blast into this guy. Yeah, we'll go into... Wait a second. Why are you not shooting? There we go. Can we kill that guy? I think we just have Frostworm and Caustic. Yeah, so we can't. So we could potentially just like attack the Spirit Wolf here, but I think defense mode is actually genuinely better for us. Simply to make it so that if he wants to, yeah, I did, because I think the right thing there was for me to just make you commit more resources to taking it if you want it off the board.
Yeah, I do.
Which you do. Yeah.
That was,
and I couldn't quite kill your Spirit Wolf, unfortunately. I probably should have tried to do that with one of our Eagle Knights, because I think we probably could have run somebody over there, but that's okay. If we end up losing both of the Wyverns in this fight, it's not a big deal. We have A, the fight's over, the campaign's over after this fight, but B, I think the damage output on our Dark Knights is going to be more important at this point now in the fight than the survivability or not of our Wyverns, because now this core of his is pretty beaten up. How's the morale now? Enemy died, enemy died, enemy died. All right, good. And we have Inspiring Killer too, so we got I think enough morale back from that we can have a reasonable time here. And we do still have access to our Marcus Prey or Baneful Curse. We don't have our Overchannel anymore, but that's okay, because either of them can add enormous amounts of damage in this fight.
And she says it in this way like she's disappointed in me, you know? Like I had anything to do with that.
Yeah, right.
Excuse me, Mom.
You failed a color test?
X gene, huh? Anyway. Your fault, Mom, not mine.
Alright, so we do still have Unleash the Beast in case the Wyvern survives. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Where is he going? Alright, so he's gonna go ahead and do another summon here.
Little pictures of cobblestones.
He's gonna get like 6 extra summons into this fight at a minimum. So there's kind of no way we're going to be able to get around that. We're just going to have to try to chew through his real units fast enough that the extra summons can't entirely overwhelm us. That was a pretty nice Dark Surge there, Dark Knight. You did a pretty good job. You did a pretty good job. And that was without any strengthened stacks on it. So like that, I think there's something there. It's just not like really worth investing in. Flanked, yeah. There goes that Dark Knight, sacrificed for the nuke, but that's okay. It's okay. What do we have left? We've got Dark Knight here, Scald here. The Scald's AoEs, I think, are going to be up. Yeah, Song of Carnage is up next turn, so we can drop more Strength and Fortune in. So I need to keep that in mind. Wherever our units go, there's Strength and Fortune not far behind. Let's see. Where is WinSlaya gonna take these heroes? He does have his own mass rejuvenation, which means that like we need to actually finish those units off. But because we were able to remove so many models here, just a mass rejuvenation alone shouldn't spike his damage output into outer space. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good right now. We do need to start taking those mislinks entirely off the board. That is not acceptable. Just leaving them being annoying forever is definitely gonna reduce our units to rubble pretty quickly. And she could, WinSlaya could take this as an opportunity to just like obliterate Afra the Mender here. But if he does do that, I'm fine trading Afra now because we have been able to get off our mass rejuvenation. Which means you just have tons and tons of healing on this board for the next 3 turns. So right now, this Entwined Protector is at regeneration 4. I mean, at least it's not as bad as bears used to be. Like, do you remember right after Empire and Ashes?
Yeah, they had to. I remember the patch that came out when they nerfed the amount of roaring they did. That was so funny to read.
They did that twice, Garcian. They did that twice that they reduced it.
They were just like, nothing's happening, and they just.
Yeah.
Every 3 seconds. Shut up.
I hit this.
Yeah. So where is WinSlaya gonna go? Where is he gonna go with these guys? He does still have one of his zombies left. I was also fine just like doing the web there, even though it was hitting our Dark Knight, simply because I knew we had 5 regenerations. Like any amount of damage that we did with our own AoEs to ourselves were pretty much non-existent. That's a really important thing when it comes to combat. If you have enough stacks of regeneration and like people haven't put decaying on you or whatever, then like you can do a lot of damage to yourself with friendly fire, because it's going to heal at the end of your turn there to tick them back up. And so all that damage can be cosmetic as long as you're still have enough regeneration to hit your cap. No cap, as the young people would say. All right, so he's using some bolstered defense here. That makes sense. The more of those sort of effects he can get down, and the fewer of our own weakness exploiting that we have on the board, the better. Yeah, bro. We still have this one. So this guy could potentially try to. He's probably just gonna attack this Dark Knight. Honestly, that's probably his best bet.
Wanted to try and get maybe the hero killed.
If he does do that, what is this Harm Venom gonna do? I kind of wanna drop in and provoke someone, but we need to get this other Ancestral Warden off the board. This thing is too dangerous to leave around for long.
Probably won't work, but
Because we didn't have to use the jump last turn in order to utilize our killing momentum, we might literally use the jump off of Orso the Tranquil to flank kill the Ancestral, especially if I feel like there's nobody who can break our defense mode. Because one thing you can do with the killing momentum, of course, is get like pseudo defensive masters, where they can't flank you if you're in defense mode. These guys are wet right now, so if we were flanking, we might be able to get that kill. Let's see what's going on elsewhere.
Focus down that guy.
Oh, that's why he's gonna do so little damage, because the retaliation would kill him before he gets a chance to hit more than
Yeah.
1 or 2 times. I see, because he should be doing an absolutely crazy amount of damage. The 20 base, plus
It's
the
showing me a
thrashing
bit of-
and the frenzy.
It's showing me a bit of potential damage here.
Yeah.
I think he's probably looking at this, which does make sense. Like this attack, I think, is probably WinSlaya's best option for this crocodile.
But I don't think it's actually going to take retaliation because he can hop back. That's the problem. I'm going to eat
Ooh.
retaliation, but I can't.
Sounds like he's trying to eat a retaliation with somebody, maybe Mistlings. Is he trying? Is he trying to assassinate the Afra?
No.
If he does, he does. Like the main thing that Afra has left now is a Raise Undead for potentially trying to remove his WinSlaya's own hero, who's a zombie here. Where is his zombie?
I mean, I get it. I totally get it. You should. As you should.
WinSlaya, why don't you move your Necromancer closer to me?
I definitely could.
Yeah, you should just let me kill your Necromancer so that we don't have to worry about like your stupid Whiteborn hero coming back.
No, you know what? I think I'll leave him there, actually.
No, why?
Sorry. It has to be.
God.
Yeah, don't you remember in the last patch they made the Necromancers melee and undefeatable?
That's what I heard. I want to test it though. So
Yeah,
I think
test it
for
out.
science, WinSlaya should just like red zone the Necromancer.
I mean, it's secret tech, so you'll just win pretty much.
Decisions.
Who is he thinking? I think he's thinking about something like this, which is definitely a good thing now that I've used my own Mass Rejuvenation to strip those. But because we got our Rejuvenation down first, most of his damage output here on Virulent Outbreak is non-existent because he's not going to get the poisoned down. And Diseased kind of doesn't really do anything here either because almost all of our guys are just going to end up diseased naturally by the fact that we're fighting against Minor Crocodiles. So I don't know about Virulent Outbreak in this fight. I don't think you need it, especially if you notice that your opponent has access to Mass Rejuvenation.
I placed my guy there. Let's have you go.
So who can WinSlaya kill? Because he's taken that Dark Knight out. He's taken. It looks like he might not be taking the Frost Wyvern out, which, given that it's in defense mode, I don't think is wrong. Because that is going to be pretty burly as a result.
Kind of freaky.
Immobilized?
Well, it doesn't really help me here, does it?
Yes, it does.
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
I guess so, actually.
Oh no, it's slowed that does the retaliations, right?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Wait, where did you do?
Weird
How did you do
interaction.
that immobilized WinSlaya?
It's the Mistling special secondary that you.
Oh, a
can
random
see.
negative. Yeah, the random negative.
It does like no damage.
Yeah.
Well, that did damage.
Yeah, that did a lot because you have 3 models there.
Yeah, that was a nice hit. Damn. Crit. God, I wish I could see the battle log as the spectator. I'd really like to see the.
Yeah, they need to overhaul some of the usability of these things to allow for an observer.
Yeah, especially because like I can't click on units and like check their ranges and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty. Well, I mean, I can hover things, but I can't like. I'd like to visualize it.
Looks like he's gonna take out Harm Venom. I don't think there's anything we can do to prevent that. We could try to use Sprint to give ourselves a little bit of
Die if I attack
spin
into that.
around ability. No, it won't do anything. Looks like this hero is going down no matter what, but that's okay. We have the other two.
Oh, can you cure your ancestral warden somehow?
That's a good point,
Yeah, is he gonna try to
actually. I think
cure
so.
these guys? What is WinSlaya gonna try to do
Might
here?
have something on this hero that is outside of my vision. No, I do
Where's?
not. It looks like.
Okay, so we have
You do
1,
have restore
2,
on Mutant Wolfsong.
Yeah, he's
3
already got-
more
Yeah,
Dark
actually,
Wolves
that
or
could
Dark
help.
Knights there.
Oh, does he? For me, he's still got 3 action points.
Okay.
Wait,
Uton Wolfsong.
yeah,
down-
he's act. Wait, This,
Yeah.
you're right. I missed.
Yeah,
this
you have
one
3
over here.
heroes.
You're right.
You have 3 heroes, WinSlaya.
I'm not supposed to be helping anyone, am
I mean, I don't think it really matters. WinSlaya will find his
no,
units
you're right.
eventually, but
That
it
was
might speed it up if... I don't know. I don't know if it would speed it up or slow it down to help him find them.
The thing is, can my Fulham get there from now? If I block that, do I need to get the protector?
I? Yeah, well,
need
restore will
retaliation?
get rid of every debuff, so well, no,
But
because
there's
that boat
these
is an
obstacles in the
obstacle.
So
way.
who...
Yeah, I think I need to
what can we do
retaliate
with this
the
Entwined Protector?
then
And he can't jump
can-
anyway.
Is there anywhere that you can actually add value? Unleash the Beast we could potentially use on the Frost Wyvern, assuming that it is still around, considering especially that that would refresh our strengthen up to 3 more turns, and that could be a really big deal.
I love restore. Like early game, 10 health and regeneration is like a lot of health, and late game, being able to remove every status debuff with one
It
action.
has a couple of small issues where, like, a lot of the support abilities, if you just have too many of them, because of the way the AI prefers to use heals and buffs and stuff, you can end up where your hero just doesn't do anything other than buffing. But yeah, I agree. I think overall restore, like, especially 1 or 2 in a big army like this is a really big deal.
Yeah. Well, you guys have probably experienced auto combat a lot more than I do. I tend to, because I'm usually playing single player for my channel. So I'm usually doing that stuff manually, especially if I lose a unit. So I don't really have an
I
issue
didn't
with
need
how the
as
AI
many
handles
actions
it.
committed. Damn.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Morale
Yes,
high.
perfect.
Hit off, I would have.
That is actually totally fine. Trading extra actions there is a pretty good deal for us, because that does prevent 1 full turn with this Primal Crocodile with Strength in 5. That is the danger there. The Frenzy can get them a lot of extra damage really quickly if you're not controlling their damage output. But
Look, when I make
that'll
thumbnails
be
and
pretty
stuff, I
neat.
have to
That'll be
pull
pretty
up
neat.
the color wheel like on Google so I can see, like, I have to like learn color theory stuff in order to.
So should we
like, make up
try
for
to
my lack
kill
of
with
ability
our
to see things. So I'll, like, make
ruler?
something and, like, grab my spouse and be like, "Hey, does this look okay?"
Or
They're
should we
like,
try to use...
"No."
Or should we try to use
Colors,
Visions
I'm
of
like,
Woe
like,
here?
this
Because
guy
Visions of
fine.
Woe can also be really powerful depending on how many of the important
figuring it
units
out.
of WinSlayas we can hit.
It's like,
Right now, hitting like
see.
a full Mistling
That's fair.
and an Ancestral Warden and the Plague Serpent actually does look pretty good, but of course that's in comparison to just like a normal attack, and that is not the be-all end-all of what Orzo could do here, because Orzo can try to flank here against the Ancestral Warden and try to get a something, assuming the Ancestral Warden is flankable. If the Ancestral Warden's in defense mode, then that's not going to be an option for us. So WinSlaya might opt for that. We'll see. Oh, he's immobilized? Okay, so he's definitely going to do that.
Chance, actually.
How did
Pretty annoying.
How did we immobilize that?
90% base chance.
Oh, the Stone Spirit, of course. Yeah, we dropped in with the Stone Spirit and just blasted his army.
Likely to add this thunder and cause
Yeah.
problems, and then I can come
90%.
in the back.
Okay, so who else? I guess we do have Song of Carnage for potentially more damage.
Law of
So we
averages, I
could
feel like.
potentially move this Scald here in order to do the song, to add the 2 strengthened here on this guy, because I think that actually could do enough to kill if this was at strengthened 2 and we got a crit.
And on the
And
bright
if
side
we're
of
going to
it,
do that, then I think that means that we're going to want to pull a couple of units over to here to be adjacent,
Very
which
true.
means that potentially Orzo the Tranquil is not going to take
I mean, I would never do
a
that
vision
personally,
here.
but,
I
like,
think that's
my God,
probably
so
worth
other
it.
people might have, you know.
Oh, you got your Draconic Rage now.
Yeah, you activated my trap card.
Why?
Why?
Possibly imagine.
This guy on a timer. He is on a timer.
Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna move our Scald over here to try to see how many units we can position next to it for the Song of Carnage. Carnage off, and then I think we're probably gonna be in a position where this can kill all 3 of those, hopefully.
Not the right move. But I don't like
-4 on the frost resistant side.
do it.
And right now this doesn't even have any debuffs on it, so we could get that even more damage onto that if we wanted.
Pretty sure
With like an
I
AoE
can't do anything else with the rest of my units.
debuff here.
This guy has
Oh no, it does already have a debuff because it has wet, and wet counts.
is going to
Yeah, wet counts,
Facing.
which
Oh,
is
if
why
you're
we're seeing
immobilized,
that
you
much
can't
damage.
change your facing? That's not good.
You can't change your facing when you're immobilized. You can't do any
Well,
movement.
That's sad.
Yeah. Who got immobilized? Is it your wolf?
It was my stone spirit. Like I dropped it in and just nuked like all of those units with immobilization.
Yeah.
You got a good summon. That they came in helpful.
That was
Yeah.
pretty helpful there. Yeah, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Let's see you kill
mobilization
my
is so bad for skirmishers. It's like
All
the
right,
thing
so
is getting away.
where can our Scald get off to? Scald
Why
can get
morale's
off
so
to
high and your
here.
morale's so high? It's because we're killing summons or something.
It's because I'm on Oops All Rallies, so
You
like
have
that's.
Inspiring Killer.
And I have Inspiring
broken as
Killer.
hell.
I don't have Vicious Killer. That's the one that's really broken.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Vicious Killer is the one that does
That's so good.
the
You're just
extra
on that
morale
fail
damage.
now. Oh, you can't morale fail now. No.
Okay, so this Dark Knight, I'm just gonna move over here. Vicious Killer is double morale damage out, whereas Inspiring Killer is double morale healing in.
Okay.
For killing things, that is.
And who is it? Is that a thing one of your heroes is giving to the whole army or something?
No, it's just on one of my heroes, but when that hero kills things, it deals, or it heals for
Okay,
extra
which
morale.
hero, if you don't mind?
My ruler.
Orzo, okay, thank you.
The,
Ooh, look,
the
guys,
killing
abilities.
momentum one. He's gonna sweep the floor right now.
And killing momentum. Oh.
Yeah, this is, I don't know,
Way.
maybe my mislings can do some work here, but we've gotten some good hits on my mislings, so they're a little beat up.
Okay,
Orzo
so we
the Tranquil, but
can
he's completely built
potentially
for
try to do a
everything around
flank
us.
here on this guy if we
Orzo
drop
the
in
Yeah, I guess,
Mark
I
his
guess
prey
it's
onto
kinda
it.
like
I don't think
Anakin
that's
and the
worth
Force.
it.
If you just kill all the Jedi, then it's peaceful. Orzo
Yeah, I
the
think we're just
Tranquil,
gonna do
kill
this
everything and then
here. That's okay.
I think that's what they meant in the Star Wars films anyways.
Yep.
So we only have a 40% chance to hit there. That is pretty rough. That is pretty rough, not gonna lie. But that's okay. We can get around these guys with this tiny little plinky bazook damage. Perfect. As they say, the plinky bazook damage is pretty plinky and very bazook. So that's okay. Wait. Are we standing next to where we need to be standing? Yes, we are standing there where we need to stand, Walker. You're good. Go in and remove WinSlaya's silly guys.
Oh,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That guy has enough ways to evade that I think that character we're just gonna have to pretend is not there. So here maybe we just have our extra hero move and heal. I don't think that's bad actually.
This pool of corpses. God damn, that's sad.
Whoa, hold up.
Retaliation.
This is a cooldown? That's not fair.
Oh.
Not fair. You're trying so many Unleash the Beasts.
I brought 3 wild speakers, baby. I did it. Okay, so that one is stacked here.
Yeah, I know,
So
it's
now, let's see.
I'm done.
Resistance.
My
Charge.
spirit. Leave Brittany alone.
Leave Brittany alone.
I guess we'll take
Yeah, I'm
out.
missing
I don't know. This is
everything.
tough. This is tough because a lot of WinSlayer's units I only have like a 40% chance to hit on, and that is pretty spooky.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky.
Imagine if I had more animists.
I mean, that would definitely be a lot more Crocs. I think the big thing for you here is the mislings. I think Crocs are now starting to drop behind.
Oh, if I could have traded out those 2 serpents for 2 more animists with levels and stuff, easy choice. Like the
Yeah.
animists were way better than the serpents. Serpents got like no value in this fight.
Yeah.
Ifs and buts for candies and nuts.
All right. So let's see. Let's finalize where is this Frost Wyvern gonna go. I guess if it's trying to get killing momentum to proc again, then we need to set it up a little
That's
better.
What I really like about this game. I know that which one is WinSlaya that loves the skirmishes more than regular now? Is that you?
Yeah. I've just been doing them more, so
So
I
you
feel like
jump back
I'll probably
here.
tire of them and want to do other things.
Yeah. No, I get.
In
Like, you
order
like the
for
balance,
that
but I
to
think
go
the
off, I
imbalance
think we
is so
need-
beautiful. Like, I love in games when you go into a fight and you have like a random serpent that you picked up somewhere and you just have to like figure out
50%
what to do with
chance.
it. You know, like I like
It's
when
just-
you don't have a perfect army. I think that's really fun.
It's a 65 trying to shoot against
Especially because
the,
then you like just
or a 90
just by
shooting against the Ancestral Warden
having
from
so
here.
many
I think that's probably okay.
weird fights with random stuff, you just come across situations that would never happen. You know, and it's really interesting.
Okay, that's a graze and a graze. That's not great. That's not what we should have done there. I guess we probably should have dropped in the
I like seeing what some people
Marcus
can
Prey
put
there
together
first,
very quickly.
actually.
I found that some people do.
I know we should have.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like, it's
Definitely.
It's just one of those things that.
Okay, whatever. We can still
all
do that.
the time
It's
make it a little
annoying
harder
that,
for
that
people
I
to
did not do
game
that in the right order,
so,
but
like,
I don't think it's going to be the end of the universe for us.
supposed to do things.
Because I think we
When I
can
find
still
out
kill it
something
with
really powerful, it's
this
purely accidental, and then I proceed to
Wild Speaker doing a little extra damage. 14 and 33 is more than 47 in my book, so yeah, that's okay to me. So flanker,
Oh,
kill.
Yes. This flanker killing momentum. It's doing what it does. Kill him.
Oh man, he's got 3 stacks of fortune, and he's got the 20% from high morale.
Yep.
Yep. Crit town.
Snowballing.
Yep.
Okay, so since I helped out
No, keep helping. No, no.
WinSlaya with stuff, I'm gonna help Nurgle out now. Nurgle, what you're gonna want to do is
Yo.
take Orzo the Tranquil and stab everyone.
I mean, that's certainly a plan.
If
Well, you
they
could
get
also
up
retreat.
again, stab them again. You could also retreat. That's a possibility.
I don't think we need to take that one here. I think we're gonna, let's see, can we
Oh man, this pool of corpses
can
is
we
so
kill-
sad. This place is gonna be
this guy here? Yeah, we'll just kill this guy
waiting
here.
for
Take that out.
death after this battle happens here.
And now the Eagle Rider can drop in, and another Eagle Rider can drop in. 2 Eagle Riders.
Disgusting place
so
to live after this fight.
Here, actually, you can drop here, and this will be a kill because of the flanking ability. Yep, there we go.
The actions I need. No.
Oh.
Stop.
Action economy.
Uh-oh, no pikes left. Would've been perfect to stab that guy in the butt.
Yeah, I agree. He's got his actions back. I knew you had enough choice in your pocket. I knew it.
It ended up being a good fight, though, I think. Like, this is,
Yeah.
if I hadn't been careful about trying to keep that Wild Speaker alive, because I deliberately surrounded it with everybody when you went in on the assassination, I think that actually, if you'd killed it there, that might have made a big difference. Because being able to not just get killing momentum on this Wyvern, but refresh the strengthen stacks and keep it at 5 has been pretty good. And having 1 fewer Wild Speaker can make a huge difference there.
Yeah. I definitely could have won if actions were different, but you were very efficient in your engagement, and I was less so.
Yeah, I'll be honest,
Let's
I thought
see.
at the start that Nurgle had a slight disadvantage based on
Boom.
the pool placement.
Okay, so
but that didn't
we're
end up
not, we did not break the
Yeah,
defense
no,
mode
you can
because
play
we got there a
it.
graze, and that is
Yeah.
part of the danger here, is that as we get into fighting his mistlings, in the event that we do not hit but rather graze, then it can get pretty complicated pretty quickly for us. If we crit this hit, though, then I think we can kill it. Yeah, alright, we'll roll for it. And in the event that we are unsuccessful, let's see, we've got an Entwined Protector, a Grimbeak Crow. The Grimbeak Crow could potentially run up here and try to take a 16% blind on the mistlings, but I don't think that's worth it. I think we're just gonna move here and defend there. The Entwined Protector, I guess we'll move forward. And Orzo the Tranquil. So, right now, attacker dies upon first strike. Good. Alright, cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just enter into defense mode, because we do at least have Sentinel here, and because we have access to the defense mode, I think that's a good spot for him to stand on. Let's see if WinSlaya has the tools necessary to kill our hero or our ruler. If he does, then like that would be complicated, because I think that we do still actually have enough casting points and enough spells that we can cast that we can get really good value out of Orzo being alive. But in the event that WinSlaya goes all in on trying to kill Orzo and is not prepared, we do have Slip Away, so that could be potentially really rude for poor WinSlaya. We'll see how he does. He can't attack with his Mistling into our ruler though, because dies upon retaliation, because we have the Sentinel perk at least on our guy. And this other Mistling is out here flanking around and potentially able to move in behind and do some good harassing attacks. But I think this was a battle mostly of frontline. I still don't necessarily say we've won. I want to see one more round of combat where we take some more of those Mistlings out. Without him being able to...
I have action economy.
Yeah, you have action economy, that's it. I mean, killing units is action economy, right? Like, card economy in Magic includes, if you're playing aggro, how many cards your opponent has in hand when they die. So, this is all action economy on all sides, baby. This is our least elite Dark Knight remaining, so if this one dies, I do not care. But now we are down to just 2 left, really, if this one goes down, and so we do need to remove his Mistlings, because the main value that we can get there out of the Dark Knights, in addition to their big amount of damage, is just the fact that this is an always hit, which is really important against Mistlings. No two ways around that.
So I need to do up to 17. 31. It's not enough by yourself.
But even if he does remove all of those, I assume that would mean that he's not dedicating any resources to taking out our ruler, which would be pretty bad. If he clumps all his units again, I am still open to dropping in evasions, and that can be pretty devastating once you've already gotten enough of your opponent's units off of the board. Just time walking them by fumbling your entire enemy army can be pretty spooky.
I was hoping that I'd be able to get it off earlier, but I didn't have the positioning to do it.
The value of
And
it
other
definitely dropping
attacks
off.
I wanted to do with my unit.
He's got his Fire Evocation, which that is definitely a way that he can finish off our Wyvern here. We could have potentially healed the Wyvern with Afra rather than take the shot on the Spirit Wolf, but I think broadly we just wanted to remove actions from WinSlaya as quickly as we could, because getting ahead on actions is pretty useful. It is pretty useful, and that is what Primal Crocs can do, but it does depend on the size of the size and scale of the fight going on. How much strengthen do we still have left on you? Strengthen 2? Okay. So we can potentially even get more damage out of Orzo if he's still alive. And we do have 1 Glade Runner left for potentially shredding some evasion here. Alright, so where is WinSlaya going?
Spiderlings are just drowning over here in this pool.
They're just floating on top of the water. You know, like, oh, wait.
Not for me.
No, they're not.
Just fully submerged and time is ticking.
Is this my undead one? Which one's my undead guy?
So where is he gonna go? Where is WinSlaya gonna go? So we only have 1 turn left on this vampire spider, so we can't reliably use it for everything. But if it's still alive, or this is still alive, and we can stand it next to a unit next turn, that can be pretty useful. So like the best thing that this caustic worm can do here might be stand next to the Glade Runner, so the Glade Runner can take extra damage shots against this hero or something like that. I think that can be pretty good. Can be pretty good.
Small holes all throughout their bodies that allow oxygen to pass in and out. And so that's why they can survive underwater for a little bit, because basically water surface tension will cover those holes and prevent water from getting in. But that's
Does he
why
have
dish soap
an infecting weapon here?
kill insects. You put dish soap in water and then catch fruit flies in it. It's because the dish soap removes the tension, so the water
Yeah.
goes straight in and drown them.
WinSlaya, do you have an infecting weapon here? Or oh no, you're just playing you're playing with Tome of Necromancy. All right, so WinSlaya is playing with Tome of Necromancy, so he does still have some options when it comes to getting more units onto this board.
Dark Knight that I want to kill.
I don't think he's got the tools necessary to kill that Dark Knight.
Up to enough.
That one Dark Knight is buffed like fucking crazy. 5 stacks of regen, 2 luck, 2 strengthen, status protection, and gaining morale.
It's a beefy boy. It is a beefy boy.
Dark Knight. How that did a lot of damage.
They're still pretty fragile. That is the biggest downside with these eagle mounted Dark Knights. They have absolutely no defensive tools.
Yeah.
And there it goes.
One is still 4 and 4.
Yeah, the really big one is still around and kicking butt.
36 health, pretty good.
And right now it can still just dumpster that one Mistling if that's where it wants to go. It looks like WinSlaya is setting us up for a big visions, because now we can hit both of those
I really don't like that this crow is
heroes.
just been here forever. It's
Can we hit all
really
3 of them?
obnoxious.
If we can hit all 3 of them, that would just be bananas. That would be a functional time walk.
Melee strike that guy. Get out of the thing after I took his retaliation. No, I didn't take his retaliation, but I just killed him. Alright, that's fair, I guess.
I mean, you can take my retaliation on my ruler by just like sacrificing your Mistling here.
Yeah, good.
Wait, a Mistling? Oh, by attacking him. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, he's got skirmish, fool. He's not gonna take So you just hit him in the butt and die immediately.
Yep. That as long as it hits, as long as he hits, it's not at 60% not guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, it does move you when you hit, don't you? I
It's
forgot
getting
about
hard
that.
to see the water in the pool of corpses.
That's by design.
But yeah, if we get an option to drop in visions there, I think that should mop him up. He does have 3 turns with the crack, but the crack was just gonna like miss all the time. It should be all right. Yeah. Okay, so the Mistling just died onto the Frost Wyvern. I think that makes sense. I mean, he wants to remove this thing. This is definitely a problem now. In terms of the damage presented there on that guy, it is a problem. No, don't kill my birdie boy.
But he boosts your damage
Yeah, he does.
in a very annoying way.
That's true. I cannot tell a lie.
This is a 2-range thing. Goodness.
So, I guess we'll see where everybody is over here. Right now, I see 2 strengthened stacks in this AOE already. So, like, this is exactly the sort of scenario where adding extra weakened is not really going to be increasing our damage output. But refreshing the weakened stack on the ruler could be worth the time.
Why not make it more fun, right?
Yeah, that could actually be worth the time, just to try to keep this score as weak as possible.
Open that, actually, but what is the range? 2?
Yeah, that looks pretty good to me.
I'd have to go there for that, which is pretty open, unfortunately.
Oh. Okay, WinSlaya he's not okay with me just being able to chuck visions in. He's gonna try to block it by taking Orzo out. That means if we can kill his ruler, then of course the zone of control block is opened up, and we can start using that again. But in the event that we can't, and we have to do a kill here on his ruler with our ruler instead, it's not the end of the world. As long as we can get killing momentum, and do we have a web? Oh, our web is not open, so no, we do need to kill. We do need to kill with his WinSlaya's ruler with somebody other than our own. Well, we've got options. I think it might be distracting time. Mark his prey can do a lot of damage there.
No, I don't. Don't get the time. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh baby. That is gonna be an absolutely monstrous amount of damage once we've thrown distracted down. Does WinSlaya have an automatic revival here? He's got True Sight, he's got status resistance, so that is pretty good, except the statuses that we are going to be applying are automatic rolls, so that doesn't help him here. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit with Distracted 1 and Sunder Defense.
Even load.
Go ahead, and I think that means we're going to blast you this way.
My hero.
But we do need to hit to break defense mode right here. Yeah, cancel defense mode. It's okay. Boom.
Well, before you kill me, that is.
And boom.
Oh dear God.
And does our extra buddy here still have killing momentum? He does still have killing momentum. Oh, beautiful. This is just how we drew it up. This is so cute. Alright, so here, jump in, kills ruler. We're gonna drop in Visions of Woe.
I really think I had to try and talk there though. If I didn't get the talk, fuck you. How could you? How could you? I need the damage.
You don't need damage.
No, I don't now. Is this true? What is damage?
Yeah. Okay, so can we do anything else to increase our damage into that guy here? I don't think so. It's not even strictly necessary for us to be going in on attacking on those guys right now, but I think it's okay given how far ahead we are on current board state to attack somebody who's frozen and in Visions of Woe. Just to remove his pieces and get the morale. I think that can be pretty easily argued. Oh, of course. Let's move our
battles. The proportion of support
guys
alive in the battle is going up rapidly.
Yeah, that is true. Oops, all supports.
A bunch of priests beating each other with stabs.
That Frostworker was supposed to die like a long time ago.
Let's see. Maybe we actually go here. Yeah, I think actually we want to go here. And I assume... Oh, he doesn't actually have a restore on any of those guys. Alright, never mind. I will assume nothing then. And our wild speakers will actually just go in on trying to remove that frozen hero from the board. I think that is probably our best bet here.
Oh, he's so close. He's so close. Just don't. Just don't. Yeah, that's it. He's gunning.
Oh, it looks
you
cool
never
frozen
sure,
like that
actually.
though. With the statuesque appearance. Oh, they did that thing with the frozen units where they get smaller when they die.
Yeah,
It's just like you. The funniest thing to me.
I guess we're gonna have our spider dive here on this support unit. Sure, yeah, that's fine. And now I've got an Entwined Protector and Afra the Mender left. You know, this might be an opportunity for us to just keep blocking Afra with this Entwined Protector from behind, and then have Afra heal herself. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Why? No,
I have
go
to
over there.
imagine in this universe.
All right, so now his disease is spreading amongst all of our units, but he's got so few tools left.
Giants today.
How many casting points does WinSlaya have left is going to be the real question.
Well, this is better than the Hellhounds when they burnt
Yep.
down the swamp last week.
Charge in there and take an attack on our Entwined Protector. That makes sense.
Such a shitter. It's so funny.
WinSlaya, how do these guys are still kicking on their morale side. Jeezy Pete's. You get -2 morale for an ally hero killed?
I noticed that too. It's like gonna cost.
What?
That doesn't seem right.
What doesn't make any sense?
Got -3. That one's got -2. What
You're not playing with cold-blooded or anything, right?
I know. I have no idea what's happening. It's probably a change.
I mean, like it looks like
Somewhere,
it's
somehow.
the change probably where in units now no longer get the same amount of morale damage, but like these numbers do not make any sense.
Yeah. I'll do a little investigation on that while you guys are playing.
When I fumble this, I'll do like.
At least we're getting plenty of morale from killing his stuff, so I'm not entirely sure why he's not losing like basically anything for the units that we're killing, including his heroes. That makes no sense. The fact that he's only losing 2 morale for us killing his ruler there, because they were definitely
Way.
pretty important for his overall army, but whatever.
Fine. Oh, wait, no, it
What
is
are you doing, WinSlaya?
It is guaranteed this time. Okay. And from here.
So at least those are all still visioned. Really, there's only 2 units in that stack that are worth visioning, but this Mistling, there's only 1 unit left, so that one's not going to do a lot of damage. This one, there's 2, so we do need to get a little more damage onto that Mistling just to feel confident about it. But this one is still at full. And there's a full. So yeah, we need to kill some more of his real units, so that way we can push him down into morale like total losses. Overwhelming losses.
Yeah, I'm
Tag
not
can
finding
route you
any
pretty
hard
quickly.
information on the morale stuff, but this thread is how do you necromancer, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. The morale is supposed to be where, like, the higher the tier of the units that die, the more everybody else's morale takes, but, like, the morale loss on the ruler there was, like, essentially 0.
Didn't they also make it so that higher tier units lose less morale?
They
when,
did,
other
but-
units die? So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they
No,
zeroed
like,
down
even
to
just, like,
tier
looking at
3.
his Animist here, the Animist is a tier 2, and he has -2 morale for allied hero killed, and -2 morale for allied hero killed. And he has nothing
Yeah,
increasing
that's-
his own.
Well, I think there's a distance factor too, isn't there?
Yeah, but that's, like, those heroes are right there. Like,
No,
they're
I
right
don't
there.
know. I got the only thing I can think is that it's because it was a little bit further away than that. Well, not super far, but like not next to him, and also he's a tier 2. I don't know.
It's so
I don't know.
weird.
There's-
Like,
might be
that
something else
that
going
should
on.
have a lot more morale problems, whatever. Alright, so he's going in there. WinSlaya is not afraid of anything, and he's gonna just attack through his visions of woe. I think that's probably reasonable. He needs to take these wild speakers down, but the damage conversion that they've done by giving the super frost wyvern here killing momentum is a little too far out. Hero death generates both an ally killed and an allied hero killed. Oh, okay, alright. It was then, are we also seeing like a higher tier ally here? No, so we're not seeing a higher tier ally here, so it is just like 6 and 2 maybe, is what you're saying, Anthony. That could make sense. That could make sense. It would be annoying if he killed this with the wild speaker, but it would be understandable. It would be the right thing to do.
I should have got the burning
Yep, there he goes. the Wild Speaker Elephant or the Wild Speaker Eagle mounts are really, really fragile. There's no two ways around it.
That was,
Oh my
I think
god.
that was enough
I
damage.
can't with this. One
Fumbled.
health. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, that's, you know, that's what Visions of Woe does, right?
It does. Yep.
I can't
That is
believe
what it
I'm
does.
out of 89 health.
How close are we getting to using another Mass Rejuvenation? 2 turns.
Have a curse that they always
Here's a
reduce
decaying
monsters to
zombie.
1 health with their- and then,
If we
like,
can
get
just
attacked
stun this Primal Crocodile next turn, then like we can effectively ignore it. But I don't think we have a way to do that, so I think we might have to kill it simply because it is at Strength in 5. And that is a problem. Strength in 5 Primal Croc that is adjacent to you, like we can see how much you can do here if during his turn or during our turn. But I'm sure the melee strike would just like absolutely obliterate anybody except for Afra actually, because Afra does have the 8 blight resistance as well as the immunity to. Oh, did you just use your Raise Undead off of your Necromancer? Did you throw in the towel?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can win here.
Yeah, I mean, I think now you're gonna chew through those Wild Speakers, and we'll see if you can get the morale down fast enough. Because you can definitely get most of my supports off the board now, like this turn.
Yeah, you're down
Yep.
less out than I would have expected by this point.
Okay, so now we need to think about ways to get and utilize killing momentum on our ruler in order to hopefully get a Mistling off of the board, which would mean setting it up so that it can kill something and then take an attack on a Mistling, because you don't want to take the attack on the Mistling first and miss.
That would actually matter.
Yeah, but I got a bunch of rally effects here, man.
Yeah, you
The unlimited morale is
unlimited morale
pretty
is a good way
helpful.
to put it.
Yeah.
Alright, it says end turn. I think that's all my actions.
Oh no.
No! I want more actions.
Unpopular
Alright.
opinion, but passing turn is the worst part of it. Why can't I just
Yeah.
keep going?
So true. So true.
Alright, so now we need to get some of WinSlaya's dumb stuff gone. Let's see, if we were standing here,
Shocked
we
by
could
how
have
ineffectual your tier
70%
three Mistling is
shots.
behind enemy lines.
100%
As far as,
shots.
Like how little damage it's doing? Or
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Now it's getting some hits in, it's poisoning, but it's like, there's a lot of health on the remaining tier 3.
Yeah.
So like, everything here is pretty tanky.
Yeah.
I guess this special move is gonna do.
Okay, so WinSlaya has strengthened on this hero already, so we're not going to be able to get the like weakened extra damage off of
Instead of doing a triple attack that got reduced
Oh,
to
shoot.
nothing.
Actually, can we Baneful Curse here? Can we Baneful Curse here?
You guys like
Because if we were to
Baneful
Baneful Curse, it would at least get
I definitely
weakened on both of the Mistlings, which could be a pretty big deal.
Phenomenal if you're
Or we could try to get
an enemy
weakened
who
on
doesn't see it. Like,
this
I
flank.
totally
Can we get
forgot
anybody
that
else over there to
because
kill those?
at that point.
Right.
And
Probably
I
not.
wanted DPS around a part of the map.
Yeah.
And that's
Probably
just, like,
not.
a lot of spells
I
punish
think-
you for coming up, so
I think that's not the
Can't do
direction
too
this is
much,
going to
but
go.
at
I think
the same
I
time,
think we're going to use the
actions
Frost Wyvern
be more
to help
efficient
break
and
these guys.
together.
40% to hit is nuts, though.
Walker, just use your killing momentum to kill everything.
But everything is like 40% to hit, WinSlaya. Like
Hey, no!
all of these units, I only have one Blade Runner left, and they don't produce a lot of marked. So like, the options there are pretty limited.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
Yep. Okay, so I think actually what we're probably gonna want to do is remove WinSlaya's supports now, because those will be the most fragile part of his little plan over here.
Load.
And that's 40, and that's yeah. All right, so these guys are gonna come in here and do 40 damage chunk. Can we
Just asking, how do I
justify
do
use the weakened here? I don't know if I want to justify using the weakened here. I think we want to send that on somebody more important.
Yeah, that's how you get a kill. No, my enemies.
Okay, so now we can send you here? Yeah, now we can send you here, and this actually might be...
You're killing momentum. I forget how that works.
What's up?
You're not going to get movement when you kill with this wyvern, are you?
No.
So I think you just get an
Okay.
action point back.
No!
Oh,
Wow.
God
Wow.
damn. 75? Ouch.
I think that's it. Now, what else can I pick off in this fight?
Let's see. Actually, okay, so immune to berserk is an important
Hop back.
thing to keep in mind there. Oh, because we move through water, we move through water, so we don't have access to that. That's unfortunate.
Being able to go back. Oh, this is a scald? There's been a scald in this fight?
Yeah, there's been a scald in this fight the whole time. So we don't have a hop. We can charge here and take out zombie, and then be able to clear a zombie with next round of attack off of killing momentum. I actually think that's fine, because the more those free actions we can get, the better here.
You're gonna get another killing momentum
33.
here. Defense mode.
Oh, man.
It's so efficient. I hate killing momentum. I hate it.
I hate the thing that breaks the action economy, but I like the other thing, summoning, which breaks the action economy. That one's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that one's fine.
The universal one everyone has access to, terrible. Oh, no, you're right. This is how it feels to play against skirmishers. Leave him alone! Don't do it!
Oh, God. Oh, the humanity. Frost Wyvern is gonna retire a hero. The hero of the battle for the swamp.
Yeah, right.
Freezing all the kids, just frozen, frozen, frozen. No one can resist the damage.
Peasants will tell tales of this day, when mighty armies of flying creatures descended upon each other in my pond.
It was
I guess we'll
epic.
go here to defend with our
That they had
defensive
to
warding. Yeah, I think that's important actually. Getting a little bit of extra warding there onto this wyvern, given that it is diseased, I think we need to keep him alive if we can. But yeah, that's it over there. Let's see what he does about this last of our Dark Knights, because he does need to kill it. He needs to kill it this turn. He has an opportunity here because there's like
And
no
again,
defensive
lost
scaling on this
range
thing.
attacks with my skirmishers, which is something I have appreciated in the past.
Yeah. But if he can kill that, I guess we still have a second Dark Knight still on hand is a big problem for him. So you can tear that guy apart, no problem with this crocodile. But I don't think he can kill both of them this turn. And that means that as long as one of them is still alive, actually no, that one doesn't even have Dark Surge. Oh, neither of them have Dark Surge up right now. Okay, well that's interesting. I guess we'll see who is still around after this round of mistling attacks. They are really annoying when it comes to their damage output. There's no way around that. But Mass Rejuvenation will be back next turn in case we need it. And if we can clump everyone into this center, then anyone who's still alive is going to get some pretty useful healing. Ooh, WinSlaya went to the Entwined Protector with the Primal Crocodile instead of the Dark Knight. I think that was a big mistake. That he was going to be able to do a lot of damage to the Dark Knight there, and the Entwined Protector is, I think, a lot less threatening on the pieces he has remaining. The mobility on the Dark Knight is just too much. Let's say, how many casting points do you have left?
I'm not telling.
Dang it.
that one
Actually,
in
wait. Is my hero dead? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm dead 5.
Oh yeah, your ruler is dead. Right. Never mind. You're out of your dumb summons. Good. That's
Yeah,
that's what I
unfortunately.
want. That's what I want.
Could have lied and been like, oh, I'm down to 65. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Got him.
Yeah. Good. Now he's gonna try to start taking those Dark Knights. That makes sense. But if he's not careful, because this Grok is gonna disappear at the end of this turn. I don't think he's gonna have a way for us to block moving our Scald in.
Well, I need to do it anyways.
Do we have an ability here? Yeah, we will actually have Song of Carnage again, so we can do that also. Oh my god. So much strength and so much damage on this this board that we can do, because we're gonna have strengthened 5 like on all of our units for the entire fight. That's usually pretty good. It's usually pretty good.
Oh, they do now. Okay. I remember when I used to. I think it was right when Dragon's Dawn came out. I was playing it and I was complaining endlessly.
But
about
we
how
might wanna unleash the beast here on this Frost Wyvern next turn actually, though, to just keep these stacks refreshed. Yeah.
You'd have a young fire
And the
dragon
killing momentum
cross
itself,
into just
because that is a 3-turn thing that we need to refresh as well. That's okay. That's okay. So wherever the Frost Wyvern goes, we're gonna want to set it up where it has 2 units that it's adjacent to, or a unit that it's adjacent to that it can kill, and then somebody can. Nope, it can't do a freezing burst. So it's gonna need to just be in melee range of 2, or just 1 in a defend is also like totally fine to get value off of a killing momentum 5 strengthen unit. Honestly, there's lots of ways to use killing momentum. Lots and lots of ways. Why am I letting you?
No, I'm wondering why it's letting me go this way if it's gonna just have me eat a bunch of retaliation. Yeah, it's gonna kill my unit if I do that.
Yeah.
Right now, I think I take a retaliation from that guy back there. Probably
I think.
retaliation on all these
Yeah, I
guys
think we got it.
too.
I think we got it under wraps.
So I will move, yes.
Where is he gonna go? And who is he gonna have left? Because now we are at Marcus Prey, just like basically kills 1 unit every single turn, kind of no matter what's going on. Oh, that's an annoying place for that Animus to go to. There's no 2 ways around that. Because we did want to be able to use the Wild Speaker, Unleash the Beast on our Wyvern, and have that go over here to rough up his other units. Rather than this Animist.
That would be
How many units does he have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in order for us to cause the morale rout on WinSlaya's side, we're going to need to kill 2 units next turn, and then have it so that he can't kill any of ours. But if we do that, then we'll have him outnumbered, because the summon will disappear, and under 33%, and then he'll start just getting his morale absolutely obliterated.
No, maybe it won't. Let's see what happens.
Let's see. Let's see where he goes. Let's see where he goes.
That's hopefully something work, but no, it's actually not close enough to where I need it. Oh, he's not even got a heal. I thought he had a heal. Never mind. It's all for moves. Attack.
Yeah, who's this single Animist gonna shoot? So we move the Scald here. We move all those guys like here to receive the buff. Then we drop in our Mass Rejuvenation. Maybe even a Rallying Blessing, although frankly we're now at the point where we want to just try to kill these guys, I think.
Sprint.
Let's see where this hero is going. He's sprinting. Okay.
Bolster.
Bolster, and then he's going to try to Fire Evoke. That's pretty scary, actually. That is going to do some good damage, but unless he kills units, then it's not going to matter, because we'll just heal it all off with Mass Rejuvenation. Ooh, never mind. He's going hard for 1 unit. That is going to go around Mass Rejuvenation pretty well. So is he going to be able to take out the? He might actually kill it here. You might kill it here. That unit could be gone. Certainly looks like it will be. Ooh, well, he has set himself up with 4 units there that could potentially get blasted with weakened. One of them won't actually lose weakened, won't fall into weakened, but the strengthen is gonna fall off at the end of his turn. Strengthen is gonna fall off at the end of his turn, I think. So that means that we will actually be able to drop in weakened on all of those guys, which means that an AoE over there could be outrageous, but we don't have any. We don't have any, but that does mean that Rallying Blessing doesn't make any sense for sure.
Not out yet, am I?
No, it's yeah.
Alright. Back to you.
Okay, so now we've got the Scald.
My grok.
So we've got that. You go here. Go here. Go here. Drop in Strengthen.
No. No,
Drop
stop.
in our Regeneration and our Status Protection.
Hey, you're about to hit the pretty big web, aren't you?
Drop in Baneful Curse.
No. Stop. Stop.
How the table turns. How the turntables.
I'm worried. I'm worried about this a lot.
Well, yeah, they're gonna hit you pretty hard.
I think so. I would imagine so.
But look at all that sweet disease spreading around that's not helping you right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, disease makes it easier to do magic damage. Can you miss, please?
I can. That is the danger here. Yes, the answer to that question most definitely is a yes.
Come on. Dice rolls. I like
20%?
it. He's gonna take it. He's in position, I think, to take
Yeah,
that.
holy moly. This is doing some work.
So let's see, 40%. Just try to dive in on his
Survive this.
hero. Actually, might be the target here.
And they even then, they've suffered.
Yeah, diving on the target might be the
Yeah, they're just
the hero
slow.
might be the target indeed.
It's interesting how they cannot attack without leaving their spot. Like, if you get
Boom.
close. So
Yeah.
That's how you get them off the mist, is just wait for him to leave.
Boom, boom.
Use this in zone control, right? No.
That's not gonna quite
Are you
kill.
gonna kill him? No. No.
No.
No.
My
You can't. No, you totally can't.
I can with a 20%.
Oh my god.
You should do it.
I don't think it's
my
worth it. I think I have to take a shot at your Mistling first at the 40 and see if I can hit that.
No, do it.
Perfect.
God, it worked! Full
Monster.
hit!
Wait, oh, it is killing. Oh, I hate this so much.
Oh no, I only 2 in 5 chance of doing full damage.
Can you not?
Oh my god!
Alright, you win now. There's no.
Alright, you win now.
Oh man, those hits are
That's
so
so much.
big!
That's so much. Oh no, your defense mode. I hate this. You did so much.
Alright, I think that's it for WinSlaya. Yeah, alright, so now you're at new turn, too many allies died. So I think that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, that has to be.
Because yeah, now WinSlaya's damage output is gonna just like collapse as his morale starts to drop off on the units that he has here. So I think we're definitely gonna win this.
I just
Um,
can't see.
But he can still pick off some other units off of our guys. It's just that we have done a pretty good job of denying
At this
him
point, no,
by
there's
just
not much.
ripping apart
There's
his
no
his unit
way.
models. And that is the downside here on Mistlings, is that although they are very strong, in terms of their damage output. A lot of their survivability does rely on people missing or grazing, and sometimes you just don't get lucky enough for that. Like that was lucky to get those 240s, but I think that was our best shot here with this guy. Yo, these guys have like a bazillion regeneration.
Who, me?
All my guys have infinite
yeah.
regeneration with WinSlaya.
They should.
Yeah. If you can kill them though, then they are dead. That is the nice side.
Really?
Yeah, unbelievable, but it is true. If you can kill them, then they do die.
How do you, Necromancer?
How do you, Necromancer?
How do you, Necromancer? Oh my god.
Actually, we have a necromancy still. I love that we've just been sitting on a raised head like all game.
Good stuff around the house. And there's this one guy I watch who I really love his channel. He can't say women, he says woman instead. So like, he'll say these hilarious things like, she now resides at the Pennsylvania Correctional Institution for Women.
For woman. for one woman.
Yeah, it just sounds like that.
Defense mode on this?
Did I click defense mode on who?
The I can't flank this from this position. You have defense mode on it? Why am I not flanking?
On the Dark Knight?
Yeah. Or is this position actually like facing a different way than it looks?
I mean, it looks like he should be facing at the hero, so it should have a flanking square standing right behind, unless there's some other thing here.
Facing hero. Yeah, I don't see any flank on him. Or do you?
Interesting.
I'm afraid to move.
WinSlaya, you're brave for bringing clinging mists without the transformation that lets your guy actually ignore the mists.
You
Like,
think I
if-
have to research for that?
I
If had
mean,
the research for it, I would.
you don't have to research for it.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Gently necromancer with consent. That's exactly right, Maya.
Plan was. Which is how it goes.
Yeah, whether or not we actually need to use another web out of Orzo is kind of complicated here now, because web is a physical ranged attack, and so it's already going to have some issues with missing, and then it's also attacking into units with like an infinite amount of evasion. So
They get first strike. Right.
no way around that.
Yeah,
But
that sounds
given that now he is in like too many allies died, morale routing, WinSlaya's time on this battlefield is extremely
I'd
limited.
like to have a full army of Mistlings and Gremlins and just be the most annoying little shit of all time.
I think there are ways to make that work.
Now I'm over here. Spin around. I'm over here now. And then get
You
that
could
booster
come to
off.
more skirmishes, Gracian. Quit your Saturday job or whatever.
I might have some time. It's
Oh, yeah.
like my spouse wrote a book, so we've been doing like release.
Sell my body to necromancy on my will. Absolutely. Yeah, that is the way to go. Let's see, where is he going? Running over here, WinSlaya. I guess he's trying to just keep his unit alive by death bolting. That makes sense. That is a lot of extra damage. I mean, like,
I don't think this guy can do 19 damage though.
probably not. Can you get within range?
No, he's one tile away from being able to shoot because I keep
Yeah.
jumping him back like a fool.
Yeah.
Like a fool. I actually think he was doing good damage, but he needed to deny your other guy's actions.
Yeah, like if you just stood next to my my hero and prevented it from using a mass rejuvenation, that could maybe have made a difference. But I don't know. Like any when you start getting like really granular, like a lot of things can make a lot of differences.
I run away now.
Watch how this battlefield has changed. Look at this like
Let's
surround
see.
of Mistlings.
All right, we're just gonna have our guy run
Funny.
and clear the immobilizations. That way, this guy can actually do something this turn, because that is pretty important. Because we don't have an infinite number of units left, and so having units that just aren't doing anything is not ideal.
Feel better.
Sorry, not gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
Let's go here. Let's go here. Been a rally and a regeneration.
But yeah, no,
Good.
having a second whiteboard hero would have been massive. Because you would have killed one of them first, and then I could have killed him up. I could have played a little bit more aggressively with heroes. Probably should have actually. It's tough, but I didn't want to die immediately.
Oh no!
Momentum anymore?
Oh my god, I forgot to put killing momentum back! Oh no!
And you had it, yes! You'll don't worry, I think my guys run after you kill the rest of the load. Yep.
Yeah, you might be right.
Bad morale, bad, really bad.
I just want these misslings to get one more attack in, that's all. There we go.
Missed.
Come on guys, come on. Come on, you got this. Miss, no.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, pitch that. Let's see. Oh, we don't have any casting points? We don't have enough casting points for a Marcus Prey?
Once he routes the others and say, hey, we should do. It's at 46, so I think just the 15 tick that you're talking about, that'll push me over.
Yeah, the 15 tick is still in the game, unfortunately, because this is vanilla.
Oh, you get modded out.
It's 60. It's when you hit 60, it's the problem. I think it tells you that, right? It's like
Yeah, 60 is the auto route.
morale, and then 40 is like very low, and then 60 is like get out of here. You stop hitting the shots, like come on. That guy's supposed to
That-
do something.
Yeah.
He's supposed to do something.
Yes, die for me.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
there
supposed
you
to
go.
do something.
There you go.
It's supposed to
There is
die,
some
Mr.
enjoyment.
Bond.
Well, I don't think my guys are gonna be able to do much. Oh, I got a 70% shot.
Just crit.
I have to take it.
Yeah, you got to do it for the Vine, WinSlaya. Do it for the YouTube short.
Crazy. Come on! Why are you like this to me?
Well, I mean, now you've got low morale, kid. Now you're gonna be hitting some fumbles all on your own. That scout was I don't know about really helpful, but I do think that it's probably forgivable to bring one in the particular skirmish format that we have designed, Maya. I think one felt all right. But it was still pretty tough to get max value out of. No bones about that. So let's see. You've got regeneration still. Yeah, this
Guys,
is
get your morale back. Get a thing that gives you
retaliation
morale.
on miss would kill our guy, and that is kind of annoying, especially considering we've got 5 regeneration here. So I don't think we're gonna do that. Instead, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go behind WinSlaya, because if we go behind WinSlaya, then he doesn't have any retaliations. So that's pretty good.
It's back to 40 next turn, isn't it? Curse you.
Yeah, your whole turn negated.
Well, yeah, at this point, I'm surprised my guys started running. Just kill him.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, you know.
What? How?
skirmishers are just
What's
something
this? Is insane.
I will fight until the bitter end.
They really will.
No, as soon as it ticks over, they're close enough. They won't.
I'm kind of annoyed though, because like this is
No,
the.
okay.
Oh.
No, with the flank there, that's enough to take him over. Because now he's at. Wait, no, he's dead.
Dead is
The other
best
one
form
is
of-
flank.
And this one is at 55. Yeah.
You pass the turn.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
in my woo. Yeah, he's not good. And that one is also
Okay.
I want to use I want to make a necromancer. You can't stop me, WinSlaya. I want to have a zombie attack you.
I was gonna say, you gonna provide my necromancer? Is that no? No. Unacceptable.
Zombie.
Fight back.
66 health. Perfect.
Fight back, Wesley. You got nowhere to go. Okay. never mind.
Yeah, there we go. All right, good game, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes. Congratulations, Nurgle, winner of the 5-player free-for-all.
that we've been dragging out for a month. Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll do a fresh one on Sunday, and we'll message people, make sure we got the team sorted out.
Yeah.
Everything for
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
teams,
I'd be up for
do
teams again. Actually, yeah, teams and a small, like, because the other one we did, where I was on Nurgle's team, the pacing of that game was new for me, so I definitely should have been on the strategic layer, been doing some things a little differently. So I think I'm ready to try that again, be a little more proactive.
Yeah. No, I think we'll see who else joins us. I think you'll be one of the better performing ones, because you've been playing quite a bit with us, and even people like Zombie who play a lot, if you take a break, like even a month, you can forget a lot.
Yeah, you can definitely forget a lot. WinSlaya, surrender.
No.
What? What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
Yeah, I forgot to press button.
You forgot to, yeah, alright. Claim the battle, good. Did both of those guys successfully flee?
I hope so.
Lost connection to server.
Therefore, I win.
Uh-oh, we have to redo the
Therefore,
card.
WinSlaya wins by default. Lost connection to server.
Yes.
Alright, so that is going to be the end of our Dark Knight ride with the Perfectionist Artisans. I think that was a really fun fight for us to just like show off the power of Dark when you can go undisrupted. There's a lot of damage there. Right now I actually can't even open anything. Alright, wait, there we go.
Yeah, it says waiting for
Alright.
your decision right now on Nurgle.
Yeah, it kicked me out and now I have to go back in. It's netcode. One of these days, someone will treat you right.
The aftermath was that Nurgle won with six units left alive. I believe so. Certainly.
Yeah, he took a big
you-
chunk of my army out.
Yeah, WinSlaya, it would cost you something, but that was not super close by the complete end of it.
Oh yeah, I
we
would be able to
doing
get
here?
both those mislings back. So like, by the time you siege me down, I'd be able to actually defend it. Like, the
Yeah.
I mean,
capital, and then anyone else. who wants
WinSlaya,
to
I could have
disrupt
killed
me,
those mislings. We just finished it a little faster.
Oh, that's a
No,
use.
this is
I'm sure you
yeah.
could've. I
You
didn't
fell,
look that
you
close.
fell into his
Anyways,
trap.
Yeah,
pressing
yeah.
surrender button, go.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
think
do
that's
that.
fair.
Surrender.
All right. Okay.
It's not letting me surrender.
Yeah, thanks everybody. All right, that's Walker here for today, and
see you
I
too.
will see you guys actually
thanks
next
for
week
playing. I'll see you
because
guys
this upcoming week is my birthday week, and I'm going to be doing some streaming, so I might see you guys here actually tomorrow, depending on if we're starting the Age of Wonders 4 streams tomorrow or on Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Either we're going to start the Age of Wonders 4 single player stream tomorrow, or we're going to take a specific day for Endless Space 2 first, and then push out some single player stuff. But that's it for today. All right.